YouTube stream just started. We're good. How's everybody doing today? Let's go. Thirsty Third. Scarfo. Doing Scarfo things to start out the stream. 1,000 biddies from Scarf. Why are all my alerts doubled? Oh, that is not good. Oh, that will take us forever. Okay, Scarfo with the 1,000 biddies says, got my new Tesla today. Bittersweet to let 18-year-old Prius go. I do understand the feeling of saying bye. I actually, not like crying emotional, but like I do actually get emotional about leaving my home or like leaving a car, you know, something that's like been a part of your life for a long time. I mean, when we were in the military, like we moved every 2 years or so. Every time we left the home, I was like, you know, just I get the feel. So I know what you're going through right now. But an 18-year-old Prius, like, dude, like you're moving on to bigger and better. Congrats again on the new whip, man. Thank you very much for the 1,000 biddies. All right, I gotta refresh this and hopefully the double alert. Okay, they're gone. Now we have ads, but it's okay. I'd rather have ads than double alerts. All right, I definitely missed a lot of the free stuff. The Twitch Prime subs. I'm so sorry. I gotta move away from stream elements. Prius is a very flammable car. Akira with the 50. I'm just reading what I saw in there. Akira with the 55-month tier 1 sub. Let's go. Thank you. Oh, look at them. They're already. See, they escape. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm gonna lose all these alerts. All right, we're just gonna have to rapid fire through these. D-Man with the 19-month resub. Thank you. Bob Meets with the 6-month Twitch Prime sub. Hyper T Plays with the 300 bid. He says, I'm trying to build a PC. Will you check my parts to see if there's any big problems? I don't have a... What do I see? Oh my God, it's the sim rig. This is like the 3rd time this has happened. The sim rig. Oh, look. There's the top of the steering wheel. It just peeps into the camera. I always forget. Or I don't always forget, but I have to remember to take off the stock Moza wheel there. Hyper T Plays with 300 bid. He says, I'm trying... Oh, yeah. I don't have a method of reviewing PC part picker lists at the current moment. We definitely cannot do it on Thirsty Thursday. Otherwise, Thirsty Thursday would turn into PC part picker review Thursday. So we can't do that. I'm working on a solution. Or I'm thinking about a solution. I'm not actually working on it yet. The Magic Dragon with Twitch Prime sub. Numpty with the 20-month resub. Drink to that with the 4-month. JB with the Twitch Prime. Baby Scott back with the 4-month Twitch Prime sub. Says Thursday, let's go. Blaine with the Twitch Prime sub. Yeah, guys, I apologize. This alert system is all sorts of jacked up today. Oh, there we go. Now it's let me. Oh, I lost some, but I got Wootfest, Blur with the subs and resubs. Michael Douglas with the resub. Oh, man, this thing sucks. This thing sucks bad. Mosen with Twitch Prime resub, thank you. Rhino Master Twitch Prime sub. Hyper T Plays with 300 bid. He says, I actually didn't use PC part picker. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, but I can't review people's parts lists on Thirsty Thursday. I got my own build to get focused up on. I'm sorry. At some point, we will have a PC part list or PC part picker list review. I just don't have that time nor ability to do that right this second. I apologize. Lock in. I'm thinking about locking in. We're gonna lock in with this beer first. This is from Dancing Gnome. Shout out. Who voted on Instagram? How many people early stream? Okay, the people that show up to the stream early, I appreciate you. You guys are the true viewership here. How many of you guys actually are following me also on Instagram and you watch my stories up to date enough that you saw the beer vote? I voted for it. Okay. All right. I bought 2 new beers today. I haven't bought beer in a really long time, actually, for the house. I'm feeling myself getting back into the beer kick, and I put up a little poll, and this is the one that you guys voted for, the hazy IPA first. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. That was a good vote. Oh, you guys were on the money on that one. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. It's a great color, too. Look at that. That is a... I mean, in terms of hazy IPA colors go, that is literally exactly what you look for. Beer destroys the gains. Yeah, that's why I haven't been doing it. If you guys aren't following, again, on IG story, I am on a pretty nasty shred season right now. I am down 36 pounds, which you might be able to see it in my face, but I feel like normal people don't notice it because, like, I wasn't like fat, but like I had a pretty big unhealthy gut there. I was at 240 pounds. I'm now down to, as of today, 204.1. New low weigh-in today. Thank you, Scarfo. But yeah, I'm down a total of 36 pounds. I have not been drinking a lot of beer, but like I'm starting to get that itch, you know, where I've been missing. I had a couple beers when we were down in Houston for that little vacation. And I just got the itch to try a couple beers. It'll probably last for like 2 weeks and then I'll be done. One headache tomorrow morning and I'm out of the phase. That's all it's gonna take. I did drink a ton of water tonight though, to try to avoid a hangover. When is the wall art coming? It's on the list, man. It's on the list. I don't know. Scarfo with the 1,000 bit, he says, I get in trouble every time I go into Total Wine in Delaware. The liquor beer supermarket. Yeah, it's a... We have a really good beer place very close to my house. It's actually like perfectly in between the ZTT HQ and my house. So like every day on the way from work, like I'm right there if I want it. And they just have like all like super expensive 4-pack beers from like all the micro little breweries in the area. They have everything that every brewery around here does, so it's a perfect spot to go try the new stuff. I get easily drunk by beer, but not shots. Why is that? I don't know why, but I've heard that before. Mr. Light with a 9-month resub. Commenter guy with the 28-month Twitch Prime. Hyper T plays with the 400 bit. He says, I want to be the first on bits on the hype train since my username has hyper in it. Level 7 hype train already, guys. Wow. Let's go. Thank you. Sir Crazy Fish with the Twitch Prime. Angel Mariero with the Twitch Prime. I messed that one up. Clavin with the Twitch Prime sub. Yeah, this alert system sucks. So, oh man, they're having major issues tonight. Stream Elements is like majorly down. Taken with the Twitch Prime sub. Taco Shelf with the tier 1. Electro with the tier 1. Oh, Electro is who won one of the PC giveaways recently. Rhino Master with the Twitch Prime sub. Speaking of PC giveaways, all right, I need a genuine head count. We are currently running a game PC giveaway. This is during the last Thirsty Thursday, this is the PC that we built. This is how it turned out, by the way. Here, let me give you a better picture real quick. We got to show this thing off. All right, hold on. Here we go. Bang. That is the latest giveaway PC. If you guys are watching the stream right now on Twitch and you typed in !giveaway and logged in, you are currently earning points towards this gaming PC giveaway. It's the 7500F, obnoxiously cooled by a 360mm AIO. I know it's not necessary. And it's got a 16 gig RTX 5060 Ti inside that new Lee & Lee case with the screen up here at the front, which you can completely customize to show whatever you want. It's very cool. That giveaway is currently running. How many people have no idea? Type a 1 in chat if you have no idea how our PC giveaway system works. Type a 1 in chat. If you maybe this is your first time here, maybe you've been watching for a while and you still haven't figured this thing out. Some ones? Couple ones over, okay, a lot of ones. Couple ones on YouTube. Okay, we're gonna go over the quick cheat sheet real quick, because we are literally always running a gaming PC giveaway here on Twitch. If you want to watch on YouTube, that's fine. Just open up a second browser tab, Open up Twitch. Make sure you log in. You'll be good to go. Here's the cheat sheet. We are always running a worldwide gaming PC giveaway, but you can only win if you're watching on Twitch. How to watch or how to win? Watch the stream on Twitch. Number 2, type in ! giveaway or just go to zaxtechnif.com/giveaway. Connect your Twitch account and you'll start earning points. Number 3, purchase raffle tickets with the points you earn. The more raffle tickets you have, the higher chance you have at winning. We are always, running these giveaways, usually in a 6-week time span. So every 6 weeks, we will raffle off the PC, and then I will immediately build another one. The very last stream that I was live on, we raffled off the previous giveaway. So this is the very first stream where you're getting points throughout the entire stream for this PC giveaway. The next raffle sounds like it's a long time away, July 10th. It's not that far, but I do have another vacation in this time period. So I think this is set for I think that's 7 weeks from now. But I like to do like 6 weeks of streaming in between there. So that's why it's a little bit longer. But July 10th is going to be the next no Twitch ad. You're going to have to wait. I'm talking about something important here. July 10th is when we're going to raffle off this PC. And yes, it is a worldwide worldwide giveaway, but I will only pay to ship it somewhere in the United States because like we got all sorts of systems and tariffs and embargoes and NDA, everything you can think of. We got all this nonsense going on right now. I definitely cannot be on the hook to pay for these PCs to ship them internationally. I apologize. If you win and you're international, it's on you. If you want it, it's all yours. You just gotta pay for shipping. It might not be a lot of money depending on where you live. I have no idea. But I'll pay to ship it. VAT, yeah, I don't even know what VAT is, but I know that's a thing. I know that's a shipping international thing or tax, something. I'll pay to ship it anywhere in the United States. But yeah, that's it. That's it. That is the whole game PC giveaway. So for those of you that didn't know that, and that means it's probably your first time here, on tonight's Thirsty Thursday stream, I'm just letting you guys know, we build a little slow on these Thirsty Thursdays, okay? If you put a PC parts in front of me, we don't have an AIO, we don't have a bunch of RGB extensions, all sorts of nonsense. I can build that thing in like 30 minutes. Like, we know that. But on Thirsty Thursday, I like to casually sip my beer, go through the notifications, read chat, hang out with you guys. This is going to be like a 3-hour build, okay? There's always people that come in and say, like, hurry up, build, monkey, build. Like I'm a circus animal. We're going to relax. We're going to relax a little bit. And we're going to listen to Scarfo. We're going to listen to Max Verstappen and Scarfo all night, probably. Scarfo with another 1,000 biddies says, we tap. I don't know what that means. I have a feeling it's some sort of cheers. I could be way off on that, but thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Got it. Scarfo with another one that Scarfo, you don't need to send 1,000 biddies to correct a typo. I'll look for your message. He says yap. We yap. Correct. Thank you for the 2,000 biddies to say we yap. I appreciate that. I'll look for your message next time, Scarfo. That's a very expensive typo, man. You can't be doing that. Thank you for that, though. Big and Tattooed says, no fear, I'm here. Welcome, welcome. Birdie with the Twitch Prime sub. Jonesy, Twitch Prime. Hyper T Plays now with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Sorry, this alert. Oh my God, I'm going to be complaining about this all night. Chong, Twitch Prime. B Murray with the Twitch Prime 3 months. Be Easy with the 500 biddies. Appreciate that. Lickany. There's Lickany. I like saying that one. With the 9-month tier 1 resub. Woolo with, oh, I just lost it. Sorry. Oh no, there it is. 15 months. Thank you. Oh man, somebody sent 300 biddies. I can't see it though. 40. It was 40 something with the 3. Oh, there it is. I got it. That's a paragraph, man. Just to give you an update, the deal from that to a whole, not just the GPU now. Oh, dude, I don't know what you're saying. There's a lot of typos in here. congrats on the possible deal. Sorry if you got scammed. I can't understand that message, man. Thank you. Hyper T plays with 300 biddies. Pre-link to stream elements with Twitch, not earning points. Yeah, so I gotta say this every time. The points aren't always like as soon as you do whatever. There's hundreds of people logging into that website like right this second. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. We haven't found a specific trend. Like every time I ask people, like, is it working for you? Everyone says yes. But there's always a couple people where it doesn't work. I don't know if you're on mobile. I don't know if you're using like an operating system I've never even heard of. If you use like Google Chrome on desktop and you log into Twitch, like it's probably gonna work. It works for almost everybody. Look, hold on. We got 1,500 people entered, and this is the first stream. It started during when I was building the last one. So within 2 streams, or like a stream and a half, 1,500 people have like they're entering now as we speak. Like it works. I don't know why it doesn't work for like some people every now and then though. We haven't quite figured that out. Works just fine. Yeah, it works for most people, but I never know what to say for the random people who are like, it's not working for me. I don't like it. Like more than likely it's user error, but I don't know. Electro with a 300 biddy says, I got really lucky. I have a quick question. In the giveaways, do you include empty boxes of the CPU, GPU? Yeah, but I can't guarantee it. Whenever we include empty boxes for PCs that we sell or ship out for a giveaway, we include as many as possible, but sometimes we can't fit a GPU box or a motherboard box. We try. That's why, like on our website, like we don't ever make guarantees that you're gonna get every box, but we do include as many as possible. But sometimes, like we have set sizes for the outer shipping box, but your case box may be bigger than normal, and then there's not enough room to put all of the boxes in there. We put as many as possible, and we try to prioritize the important ones. Because we know which boxes people want, you know. But I can't guarantee it. Can't guarantee it. Sublime with the 4-month Twitch Prime sub. Painful with the 52-month Tier 2 resub says just over a week till the baby comes. Nice, man. Is your wife in full nesting? I almost forgot the term. Nesting mode? Or probably not. For your second kid, things are way more relaxed. The second kid vibes are drastically different than the first kid vibes. Like when you have your first kid, well, I don't know about most people. People I know, and myself. For the first kid, we're all like tracking the milestones, like through pregnancy, first like 6 to 12 to 18 months of their life. Like you're min-maxing, being optimal, you know, doing everything by the book. And then that second kid comes around and you're just like, I got this, man. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. And then you pay the price for it during terrible threes sometimes. Lady Smith with the 300 biddies, thank you. Magnus with the Twitch Prime resub says, great content, really cool room design. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. We're in my basement. If this is your first time tuning in, we're not the ZTT HQ. This is just my basement. We have a very small section of the basement carved out for ZTT. Everything else looks like a normal basement. Do I have to message on Discord if I win? No, it'll be a Twitch DM. Twitch DM. I'm at that stage right now with my 3-year-old. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my boys. 3's a tough age, though. 3's a tough one. My boys are 5 and 3 right now. I'm starting to see the future of like getting out of that toddler phase. You know, thankfully, like everyone's potty trained, everyone sleeps, like we're all good to go on that front. I'm really excited for them to be like 7 and 5. I think 7 and 5 is gonna be when things get really fun. Where does the DM get sent to? Look, if you can't figure out Twitch DMs, that's on you, man. This is a PC building community. We're tech enthusiasts. or soon-to-be tech enthusiast, we got AI in every corner of your screen. AI's all on your phone. You can ask a question. Like, if you can't figure out the Twitch DMs, like, sorry, man, that's on you. That's on you. I can't give you all the answers to the test. Wait till they are teenagers and trying to one-up you on everything. I don't mean to one-up you, but my 5-year-old already one-ups me on everything. I understand that was a one-up, but I mean, my 5-year-old, he one-ups the one-ups. Like, he's a one-upper through and through right now. Hoping that one's a phase. He could just be extremely competitive, though. All right. Maybe we should get to building this PC before I go into full parenting therapy. Rake IP with a 5-month Twitch Prime. What do I usually say for that? Let's go. Totally forgot to resub at the beginning of the stream until ads hit. There you go. Good call. DJ Cube with the 500 biddies and no message. Thank you. Lady Smith with the 300 biddies and no message. Appreciate that. Wow. No messages. Just bits. Just support. Appreciate that. That's big time. What do you think of this combo for a streamer? Ryzen 7 9800X3D and a 5070 Ti? I mean, why would that not be good? Yeah, like, of course. Of course, that's a great combination. Even for a streamer. Amazing combination. Nothing better than a joint and watch it. I gotta stop reading these. All right, let's head over to YouTube chat real quick. How's YouTube chat doing? What are we drinking tonight? Good question. We got some Dancing Gnome. This is a Pittsburgh brewery. It is a Dancing Gnome Panther Hollow. It is a hazy IPA. It says, this hazy IPA is well hopped with choice New Zealand grown hops for layers of juicy fruit, white grape, and dank peach. It's about how I would describe it as well, to be honest. Hyper T Plays with a $3 dono says, I've managed to break Task Manager trying to close Unity and don't know how. I did if it's PC related and can break. I somehow managed to always do it. Dude, I don't know, man. Best of luck. Shoulder with the 56 month. My goodness. Moving and have like 2 bars of service because my roommate canceled the internet, but still made it. Nice. Appreciate that dedication, Shauner. Let's go. You need Scotch whiskey? Oh, I drank whiskey on the last stream. Wait, no, I didn't. Wait, did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah. I drank some Crown and Coke on the last one. Not Scotch. Some Canadian whiskey, which is, I think, illegal in the United States now. I'm not 100% sure. Doing drink photos tonight? I mean, you guys feel free. You guys can always post your drink photos over in the Discord server. Exclamation point Discord, by the way. I only review them on stream during the PC giveaway streams. We used to review it every single live stream. That ended up delaying the PC build by like an hour. I'll definitely review them on the giveaway streams, but probably not every stream. Check drinks on Discord. All right. You convinced me. That's a pretty good argument right there. Let's check them out real quick. Let's see what you guys are sipping on. You can't win them all. You guys won that one. All right. Drink photos. Oh, I was supposed to tell the mods about this ahead of time. Sorry, mod. All right, I'll let the mods. Before I can't. I promised the mods that I would let them know ahead of time. Mods, if there's anything that we gotta get rid of, do it now, por favor. Appreciate it. They were. I think they were a little angry with me last time. I didn't give them a heads up, and then we just showed a bunch of stuff that's probably gonna get me banned. First stream that I can make it to. Welcome. Grex with the 50, all the mods are resubbing today. Grex with the 50-month tier 1 resub says 50 months, baby. Appreciate that, man. Let's go. Grexon, true OG. All right, mods. Speaking of mods, I'm going for it. Oh, I also said I was going to remove move this camera. I'm not doing that now. All right, here we go. I don't know what that is. Possibly a whiskey, possibly a scotch. Next to a mother. Are you also drinking and building tonight? Let's go. Fresh out of the freezer? I don't know what that is. Benchmark? Kentucky bourbon. It's called Benchmark. This is why I need to... Okay, we're going back to reviewing this every single Thirsty Thursday. There's a whiskey called Benchmark. Absolutely love to see it. You got the Dr. Pepper matching up with the PC aesthetics. Love to see it. Wow, you guys are really going all out. That's definitely... I mean, these are not the same beverages here. These are different. McLaren, okay. Got the Steel Series keyboard. Very nice. Some Dutch Bros. Oh, some light lager. That looks good. 4%. Nice little casual watery beer. That'll work. Baker with the white Kirin beer. Okay. All right. Got some... Oh, I like that. I'm in a huge retro gaming phase right now, man. Oh, it's bad. I'm playing nothing but retro lately. That with the Red Bull. Very nice. Some Dr. Pepper. Oh, here we go. A Strella? I don't know what that... I don't know what a Strella is. But that'll work. That'll definitely work. Some Fanta. Some Pepsi. Some Coke. Possible milkshake with... Oh, no. Smooth... Is that boba? I've never seen boba at the top. Is that boba? I feel like boba is supposed to be at... Why is your boba floating? What's happening here? I'm lost on that one, man. All right. Yeah, you guys are definitely set... Oh, that was from a couple days ago. All right, that was worth it. That's AI? Might be. It didn't really... Is that AI? No, that's not AI. That's way too real. It was a milkshake? Yeah, maybe that's not boba. Is that like cookies or something? That's not AI. That's the real deal right there. I just don't know what object is in that milkshake. Forzen with the 300 biddies says, third 300 biddies for the day. Oh my god, that's the first one. I'm so sorry. My alert system or stream elements is all jacked up tonight. I sincerely apologize. My friend gave me a 3060 12 gigabyte B550, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 5800X, all for $300. I accepted it, and it's almost ready for shipping. Yeah, I mean, that's a fantastic deal. Thank you for sharing 900 biddies to tell me that. I appreciate that very much. Sorry. That real talk, that's a very good deal. Real Seth with the Twitch Prime sub. TG with the 300 biddies. Thank you very much. Number 1 ZTT fan gifting out a tier 2 sub. Let's go. Appreciate that. That's big time. Have you tried the Doom games? I've tried the not the actual first one. The first of the remakes or the remasters or whatever they call them. Doom 2016. I actually beat that game. I beat very few games. Like easily less than 10. Less than 10 total games in my lifetime have I beat the campaign or the story mode for. Doom 2016 is one of them. I enjoyed that one. That was pretty good. I never played the one after that, and then I have not played the one that just came out. We released a few videos on it because people at the office were benchmarking it, but I have not played it. It looks good though. It looks good. Did you get lucky and lock down the winner from a few giveaways ago? We did. It's Electro in the chat right here. Yeah. No, we found Electro was like the 3rd or 4th backup winner, and we're gonna ship their PC probably tomorrow actually. And then the giveaway from the very previous live stream, they ended up being in the stream, which was awesome. So yeah, we're 100% caught up on on finding giveaway winners. We're good to go. The new one has problems I heard about. I didn't really look into it because I was on vacation, but I mean, our benchmarking videos, I wasn't relayed any major problem with it, but I'm sure people are having problems. Every new game that comes out has problems. Phoenix with the tier 1 sub. Mason Jones with the $5 YouTube super chat says, I love you, bro. I learned everything about PCs from you. Can you please talk to me? Thank you, man. Thank you very much for the $5 dono. I appreciate that. Carlos with the 300 bit, he says, hey, Zach, question. I'm going to chance an AMD GPU because the ridiculous prices of NVIDIA GPUs. 7800 XT or 9070 XT. Okay, first off, I would change your tone on that one. You're not chancing. Dude, I don't know. Are you trying to rage bait me on that one? Is that legit? I'm gonna chance it with an AMD dude, that's gotta be fake news. There's no way that's legit. Okay, I'm gonna say this in the least or the most unbiased way possible. 6 out of 10 rage bait. Yeah, I'm starting to think that was. This is just. The more I think about it, the higher level the rage bait gets. Like I'm starting to gravitate towards that was like a 9 out of 10. A very sophisticated rage bait there. I'm gonna stay cool, calm, and collected though. Okay. I wouldn't consider you chancing a GPU by going with AMD. I think AMD is actually the better buy right now. Unless if you need for work or whatever a very specific NVIDIA feature, if you care about price to performance, and if you want to buy from a company that still cares about gaming graphics cards, then I would go with AMD or Intel. NVIDIA is not a gaming graphics card company anymore. All it takes is 3 minutes of research. 95% of their revenue, 95% of their revenue comes from AI. I honestly don't think they're going to be making gaming graphics cards for too much longer. But hot take, I know. But actually, it's probably not a hot take. But you're not chancing it with AMD. AMD makes very good graphics cards. Between those two, I would get the 9070 XT, which is what I'm daily driving right now. Actually, fantastic graphics card, dude. I still have my 4K monitors over here. I've been gaming in 4K with the 9070 XT without a problem. I've been really trying to experiment with FSR 4 for the few games that support it. FSR 3, obviously. It's a great graphics card, man. I would, if you think that you're chancing it with an AMD graphics card, I would just do more research because I think that's very outdated. That's a very outdated mindset. But thank you for the support. Grex! My goodness, Grex is coming in hot today. 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. I gotta stop going on these long-winded answers, though, because then I just miss more of these alerts. Thank you, Grex. I thought I saw Grex do something else, too. Oh, the 50 month? Okay, I got that one. All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I deeply apologize if I miss an alert tonight. This system's all messed up. Gonga with the 671 super chat. Oh, the €5. I have a 140 game backlog to beat on Steam. My PC is just a decorative piece to watch YouTube. Nice. Really needed that 4070 Ti Super. Yeah, that's how most of us feel. I don't know if anybody caught what I just said, but I was talking about playing in 4K with my 9070 XT. I got pretty sophisticated PC over here, 9800 XT. I also said 6 minutes ago that I've been playing nothing but retro games for like the last month. This is my retro build over here, man. I think we all go through that, man. We overpay for our YouTube and retro machines for sure. Pax with the 2-month tier 2 resub. Thank you, man. That is a big time support. Appreciate that. Money Doctor with Twitch Prime sub. Pax with the, wait, did I say the packs? Yeah, packs with the 1.5 thousand biddies. Thank you again. Carlos with the 300 biddies. Joker with the Twitch Prime. Says, just got on Twitch not too long ago. Love the YouTube content. Thank you, man. Oh, there's Grex gifted out a single gifted sub before the 5. Thank you, man. Knight with the 300 biddies says, hey, Zach, what's the best GPU I can upgrade to if I have a 5600G? Ah, man. I gotta start to memorize that, because that's a really good question that I know a lot of people ask about. The best the reason why it's hard to memorize the answer to that is because it all depends on what you want to do. If you have a 5600G APU and no GPU, you have two choices, two macro level decisions. You can either get the best possible GPU that will not be bottlenecked by the 5600G, and then you're done. Then you have a good combo and everything's smooth sailing. Or you can buy a better GPU, like thinking long term, and you sit with a bottlenecked system temporarily until you upgrade your CPU. So, like, if you buy a 4080 Super with your 5600G right now, yes, that is a very imbalanced system. Not advised. But if you know you're going to upgrade your CPU in 3 weeks, then that's perfectly fine. You know, for 3 weeks, you'll have an unbalanced build. It's not like it's going to blow up. Well, definitely shouldn't say that, but it's not like anything major is probably going to happen. So it all depends on that situation. Are you going for a balanced build right now, or you thinking long term? And if you're thinking long term, then I can't answer that without a budget. Did that all make sense? Dude, I gotta build this PC, man. That jinx will be funny. Yeah, I should never say it's not gonna blow up if you have an NVIDIA GPU at this point. Yeah, you're tracking that one. With no bottleneck, I'd say a 3070. Yeah, without a bottleneck. Pax giving out another 1,000 biddies. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. Without, or yeah, if you're avoiding a bottleneck right now with the 5600G, yeah, I would guess somewhere around that 3070 range. 6700 XT, somewhere right there. That mid-ranged, almost 14 or kind of 1440p level. I wouldn't go farther than that. And it definitely depends on the game as well. Casual play with the Twitch Prime sub. Dark Spawn with the 3-month. Ranger Medic with the Twitch Prime. PMP with the 11-month Twitch Prime. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. My 3070 is still rocking out. Yeah, the 3070... All right, let's talk about tonight's build. I got a 3070 on deck. Who... Okay, here's the next... Did you follow me on Instagram question? Who saw what I was doing with the 3070 on Instagram stories yesterday and today? And that's what we're using tonight. Who saw that? Who knows what I'm about to show off? Is the B580 good? Yeah, it's amazing. Really good price to performance. Yeah, painting. So I bought an Asus Dual RTX 3070 for tonight's build. Let me show you what it looks like. This is the card that we are using. I just want a big picture, man. Just no, not 400 by 300, dude. Okay, tools, size, large. There we go. I just default to large picture. Anyway, all right. This is the GPU that we're using tonight. It is an Asus Dual RTX 3070. I bought it used on eBay. The problem is that we are doing an all-white build. Yeah, ugly. Exactly. We're doing an all-white build. That's clearly not going to work. So this is what I did the last 2 days. Oh my God. Oh, how good did this turn out? Oh My God, this is that. This is that, man. Oh, I am so excited about this. I know if you've done this before, then you're probably looking at this like, okay, cool, Zach. Like, everyone has done that. It is not that big of a deal. But believe it or not, I got multiple videos coming out about this. I filmed the whole thing. I have literally never done the full process, everything, of disassembling a GPU so I could paint it. I have used GPUs in the past where it's either easy to remove the shroud or like corners of the shroud without actually having to disassemble the entire thing. For most GPUs, if you want to paint the shroud and then especially the backplate, you have to disassemble the whole thing. Where the thermal pads are exposed, you got to re-thermal paste it. It's a whole project. I have actually never done that before. I've been building PCs my entire life. This is my first time. So I filmed the whole thing, documented it for you guys. We got multiple videos coming out. I did make one mistake, which I have an entire dedicated video to that I filmed today, about the one mistake I made. But this is how it turned out. I'm super happy about it, man. I think it looks so good. We have not tested if it actually works yet, so we're gonna find that out tomorrow. Hopefully it all works. Hopefully I built it correctly back together. But this is what, let me show you a picture real quick. This is what it looks like when it's fully disassembled. You got like 3 main parts, basically. The back plate up there. This is the actual PCB with the chip. That was the stock thermal paste on there. And then this is the heatsink with, these are the stock thermal pads and whatnot. I mean, if you want to do something like this, you got to fully take that thing apart. And then this is what the new thermal pads look like after I replaced it. These are some Arctic thermal pads looking very nice and clean there. I tried to make it look nice, you know. And then the final product is this guy. I'm super happy about this, man. How many people have done this before? Type the number of GPUs you've done this before. Whether it's for painting or for re-thermal pasting and thermal padding. How many GPUs have you guys done this for? 0, 0, 3, 1, 200, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1, 20, hundreds, 10 plus. Yeah, I would say a lot of people were at 0, 3, or a significant amount. I am at 1. I am at 1. This was numero uno for the proper start to finish thing. It wasn't difficult. I did watch some video, like I knew the process in my head just from watching so many videos over the years of other people doing it. Before I did it, I did watch a few videos like back to back to really like, okay, this is where like these screws are going to be, look out for these cable connectors, etc. I feel like now that I've done that, I feel like I could do it with any GPU without researching. I know some GPUs are more difficult than others. I feel like I have the fundamental of it down now, though. But yeah, I mean, very cool process. I'm glad that I, as a PC building content creator, have finally taken apart a GPU and done the whole thing. Let's just hope I go 1 for 1 on it actually working. But yeah, we'll find that out tomorrow. Are you going to start building soon? Yeah. Poop Master with the 9-month. Thank you. Scarfo with the 1,000 biddy says, I took a 4090 apart and put in a water block. Not something I want to do again anytime soon. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. It felt extremely low stakes doing it with a used 3070. I can see it now. I would definitely not be nearly as confident if I did it with a new, updated, expensive graphics card. For sure. Yeah, no, I had comfort knowing that, like, this is a used GPU, like, it's for a budget build, or an affordable build, I should say. Yeah, the nerves I would definitely not be stone cold doing it with a 5090 or something. No way. Yeah, that'd be tough. That'd be tough. Nayan with the 16-month Twitch Prime resub says 16-month strong. Also glad to see the return of community builds. Yes. Is this the first stream since community builds is back? Or did we launch it? No, I think we launched it. I think this is the second stream. Yeah, in the exclamation point Discord server. If you guys go to the community builds channel, oops, sorry. We are now posting two members of our community, their builds every single day. We got affiliate links, some high quality pictures of everybody's build. He told me today, I think the queue is at 400 already. Oh my God. You guys are animals with wanting to show off your PCs. Super happy. He's going to increase it from 2 to, I think, 4 per day, starting next week. And he's also going to be launching setups as well. That way we'll have a community setups channel. That way you guys can take a picture of the entire peripheral stack in the PC, and then we'll showcase that off as well. That'll be really cool. Destiny with a 3-month Twitch Prime sub says, play any fantasy football. Dude, come on, man. Yeah, how many years have we run it? Shauner won. Shauner won last year. I think we've run a ZTT Fantasy Football League for 6 years now. We've been going hard, man. I think this was there's a chance it was our 5th year. But Shauner, who was in the chat earlier and doesn't have good cell service right now, he won. And he may or may not have just gotten his trophy. Very, very recently. I was a little delayed on sending out the trophy this year. Yeah, we play fantasy football every year. I actually don't play fantasy with real life friends anymore. I only do the ZTT League. And this year is going to be a big year because I think we're switching platforms. We might be switching some systems and whatnot. I got a lot of work ahead of me as the commissioner on that one. Ross Pero with the 39-month tier 1 sub says, managed to catch a stream. Let's go. What are we sipping on? We got some Dancing Gnome Panther Hollow Hazy IPA. Tastes really good. I'm lurking on and off depending on the service. There you go. Okay. I am going to take a quick bathroom break, and then as soon as I get back, I'm going to run an ad. That way we don't have to watch them later. As soon as I get back, then I'm going to intro all of the remaining parts other than the 3070, and then we're going to pick things up and start building this PC. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, almost done with the ad. As soon as that's over, we will go over this parts list for our $600 white gaming PC. Let me catch up on these alerts real quick. Broad with the tier 1. Marilyn Matt with the $5 super chat says, you reviewed my build for sale on Java. The build with the blurry photo. I retook some photos, but could do better adding RGB fans to help it sell. Very nice, man. Okay, yeah, I can't. Oh, no, I got that one. Oh, I think I'm caught up. I think we're good. I definitely missed a lot earlier. Drohan with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. So today we're going to be building. Oh, wait, no. Do we still have an ad? Oh, no, that thing is freaking out right now. Oh, that thing is majorly messed up. The double ad break? Are you guys watching ads or no? People that are watching ads can't answer me, but I can't tell. Playing Gran Turismo right now? Nice. Good choice. No, we're not in ads. I think we're good. No. I mean, people answering would not have it. Anyway. Osade with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you. Okay, so today we're building a $600-ish gaming PC featuring a used component, which we'll talk about in just a second. But for $600, I still think we're at the point where AM4, unless if you're doing like some sort of super specific build, I think AM4 is still the best option. So for the CPU, we're going with none other than a tried and tested Ryzen 5 5600 from no place else than AliExpress. Now, I will say, I bought this before the whole tariffs thing like started really going down. As of right now, if you buy this, I just checked like yesterday. If you buy a CPU from Amazon, or I'm sorry, from AliExpress for like 75 bucks, which I think is what I paid, 74 for this, it'll show you that it's like $100 on a tariff or whatever the shipping fee is. Obviously, don't pay for that. Hopefully that goes away here soon because of the updated policies and whatnot. But either way, you can get the 5600 from Amazon for super cheap. I don't like spending more money on AM4 2025. Like, we're getting mid 2025 these days. But for $600, if you go AM5, you're just not gonna have any money for a good GPU. So if you want the best performance right now, then AM4 at this price range is still the better option. But if you want the best future proofing, then AM5 would obviously be a better choice. For the cooler, this is also custom painted, but this isn't nearly as special since this is like my 300th time doing it or something. This is just a stock Ryzen cooler that I painted the shroud to. Multiple videos about how to do that if you're interested. That is no longer super special. This is kind of special. This is another AliExpress little Easter egg here. Who knows? Do you even know what the brand is from looking at this? I will say that this is a popular AliExpress motherboard manufacturer. Actually, I think they sell on Amazon too. Who knows what this is? No, it's not ASRock. No. This is way less legit than ASRock. Yes, Machinist. This is a Machinist B450. I don't know. I will be transparent. I don't know a lot about Machinist. I'm sorry if I am speaking incorrectly here. But from what I know, I feel like Machinist is one of the most popular AliExpress motherboard manufacturers. Somebody said, yeah, Max Sun is another one. And the one that starts with a J. Not even going to attempt to pronounce it. I've seen those a lot. No CMOS battery? Oh, is that a thing? So, oh, that's crazy that you said that. I don't know if these motherboards are known. This is a beautiful, super budget, all-white motherboard. I don't know if do they all come without one? My videographer at the office was recording this today, and he noticed that it did not come with a CMOS battery. So he went and found one in the office and put it in there earlier today. But yeah, do they not all? Oh, it's illegal to ship a battery from China. Okay. All right. So it's not a machinist thing. Just an AliExpress motherboard thing. Yeah, obviously this is a very budget motherboard. We have 0 bells and whistles, no cooling, no beefy heatsink on the VRMs, only 2 RAM slots, which is definitely a big downfall. I did buy 32 gigs of RAM though, I think. Yeah, I did buy 32 gigs of RAM, so that shouldn't be a problem. We only have 1 NVMe slot. This is ultra budget. Whenever I buy budget B450 motherboards, I usually buy... I put an extra backplate in there. I didn't know if it came with one. It did. I usually buy a much better motherboard than this. But for this project specifically, I have to spend a little bit extra money to get the white aesthetic. And I wanted as much money as possible for the GPU budget. Which, like I said, we will talk about in just a bit. So that is the motherboard. Just going to prep that now while we have it. For the SSD, this is my trusty standard Clev Crass C910. 1 terabyte Gen 4. We're not going to be able to take the Gen 4 speeds, but Gen 4 is the same price as Gen 3 these days, so you might as well go with Gen 4. This does not come with the heat shield pre-installed, but you can just put it on there. Our motherboard definitely does not have a built-in heatsink. So we're gonna be installing that little guy on there. And then for RAM, this is a Pinnacle Conduit 32 gigabyte DDR4 kit. This is clocked at 3200 megahertz and a CL16 rating. This has been one of my go-to DDR4 kits for a while. Just super solid. It's usually one of the cheapest or most affordable all-white DDR4 kits. I haven't done a DDR4 build for a little bit, but for white ones, that's usually the cheapest. For power supplies, this was just a really good deal. This was from Raid Max. This is a Cobra Power 650 watt. It's actually on the new ATX 3.1 standard. It has a 12 volt high power connector, which we don't need. And it is rated tier C on the PSU tier list, which tier C for a build like this is the least of our worries. This was only $39 on a crazy Newegg sale. This is my last one. I think I bought like 7 of them or so. This is the last one that I have. So gone are those fun times. Also going to be plugging in some Okanos all white cable extensions. These look beautiful. These are 16 gauge, which I'm happy about. These are only $16 per gauge, I guess. And then for the graphics card, which we already talked about, but if you didn't see, this is an Asus Dual RTX 3070. I paid $265 for this, used off of eBay. Again, if you missed it, that is what it looked like. Black and silver. And this is what it looks like now. I did the full disassembly, spray painted the back plate and the GPU shroud, reapplied the thermal paste, redid all the thermal pads, and hopefully it works. Aesthetically, it turned out amazing. Super happy with this. The reason why I did the whole reason for this project was I couldn't find a single good white GPU deal for a build like this. With $600 to spend, you probably have anywhere from $200 to $300 for a GPU. And I didn't want to go with just another white brand new RX 6600. This is way better price to performance, more performance. I just couldn't find a single white graphics card. Like, the used GPU deals are pretty dry at the moment. So I was like, now is a perfect time to finally learn how to do this, disassemble the full thing, paint it up, and it was worth it. I'm really happy with how that turned out. AMD, I couldn't find anything for AMD, like a white 6700 XT used. I was even looking at white 6650 XT used. You know, I couldn't find, at the time I was buying parts for this build, which was probably 3 weeks ago now. maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago. Couldn't find a single white GPU on a good used deal. So yeah, that's why we went with that. And then finally, the last part is our case. Who knows? This is brand new. Who knows what this is? I'll be surprised if you guys know about this. This is brand new. And it's a beauty. Who knows what this is? 011 Mini? No. No, way more affordable than that. Is that Okanos? Yes, it is Okanos. Yes, Kirky got it. Good job. Wow. This is the new Okanos Mirage 4. This costs about $70 on Amazon. This is upgraded. This is their upgraded Aqua 3. So the Aqua 3 was the standard fish tank, but it was not dual chambered. This is now dual chambered. So we're gonna have a ton of room for easy cable management. The Aqua 3 was also negative airflow. It had 2 fans up at the top as exhaust and 1 fan in the back. This one now has intake fans at the bottom for positive airflow and then 1 exhaust. So it's still, both versions did not have like the typical fans right here for fish tanks or like up at the front, obviously. But they moved it so the intake fans are now at the bottom, and you have room for a full 240 AIO at the top if you wanted it. This is the new Mirage 4. I actually have a pre-roll ad coming out about this very soon. But yeah, I'm super excited. I haven't touched it yet. I'm very, very excited to use it. Check it out. I've been a big fan, as you guys know, of all the Okanos affordable cases. We're not going to be able to take advantage of the USB-C port because of our motherboard. But yeah, we will check it out. That case is sick. We'll find out, man. It looks sick for sure. Do a review on YouTube in like a week. I'll definitely give you my full thoughts about this case in the video. This build that we're about to do, let me cut off the recording real quick. This is for a full YouTube video project, for a $600 gaming PC. So this will go live in a couple weeks, a full long form 10-minute-ish video. And in that video, I'll give you my full thoughts on the Mirage 4. I'm excited to check it out tonight. It looks pretty straightforward, but you never know with cases, man. They can surprise you. What hazy IPA is that? This is the Panther Hollow from Dancing Gnome. They're in Pittsburgh. It's very good. 4.5 out of 5. Very good. Can't seem to find Okanos cases in Canada at a decent price. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're like a very new company. I love everything that they've been doing so far, to be honest. I need to start giving some disclaimers that I'm not trying to shill for them. But I mean, I was a long fan of Okanos before I ever had a relationship with them. And I only heard about Okanos because of you guys, I think. The Windows startup sound gets me every time. Good. That's the goal of it. Titan with the 500 biddies says, I have a 7900 XTX like you used to have. Do you notice much of a difference switching to NVIDIA? Thinking about upgrading to a 4090 or 5090? No. No, there is not, especially when you're at the very high end. There is not that much of a difference between AMD and NVIDIA for just gaming. Because when you have a card that can natively play in 4K, you are probably not taking advantage of DLSS, FSR, etc. You're just running the games natively. And when you're at that point, the biggest difference you see, in my opinion, is the software. And both NVIDIA App and AMD Adrenalin, they both like do all of the things that they need to do. It's very easy to take care of your drivers. It's very easy to record your gameplay. You can have little overlays for your stats and whatnot. Like, It's just a different UI interface, but they all do this. They do the same thing. If you really care about ray tracing, then you'll obviously get a better experience with the NVIDIA cards. But at the high end, no, I mean, there's just not that big of a difference, in my opinion. I never knew you had a Twitch. Do you ever stream games? Yeah. I go through phases of the casual live streams. I always stream here on Thirsty Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time for the PC building streams. I will every now and then stream game. Like the last games I was streaming was Oblivion Remastered when it came out. But I don't have a set game streaming schedule. I just kind of go with the flow on that one. What disk cloning tool do you use for your builds? We don't disk clone at all. I don't know what your headphone is, but that mic is really good for headphones. It is the Corsair HS80. We have exclamation point headset because people always talk about how good the mic quality is. It's insane. It is not the HS80 Max. It's the original HS80. I have not upgraded it because I don't think that there's a better wireless gaming headset mic. All right, are we good to build? You guys good? How many viewers do you have on Twitch right now? On YouTube, it's 251. Twitch, we have way more because of the giveaway. I see a little over 1,000 on Twitch. Twitch is definitely the more popular spot. We've gravitated our audience towards Twitch with the giveaway over the last year or so. You guys ready to build? No? Not ready to build? More yapping? Dude, I'm ready to build. I'm already getting tired, man. I can feel my eyes getting heavy. It's 9:30. I've been yapping for over an hour. Dude, I'm building, man. That was way too long. Let me get this camera rolling. That was way too long of a yap session. Way too long. Remember that the RAM wiggle? Yes, we will do the... Don't let me forget the RAM wiggle. Okay, here we go. Zoom in a little bit. This is a this is a tiny machinist B450 motherboard. All right. I haven't built a PC for a while, but B, much less an AM4 build. I feel like it's been a minute. Got our Ryzen 5 5600 right there. Let me get a quick little extra B-roll shot for my... Dude, that looks good, actually. Let me get my hand out of the way. It's actually a pretty solid B-roll shot, man. There we go. All right, now he has one more shot to use for the video. I'm gonna install that right here. For AM4, you're looking for that gold arrow, which is, I think, always gonna be in that top left corner. Seat that down in there. I felt all the pins connect and feels pretty solid. Gonna lower that latch. No pressure on the AM4, unlike AM5. Way less terrifying, latching that down. Now we're gonna get our conduit RAM sticks here. This is a 32 gigabyte DDR4 kit, sorry. DDR4 kit, clocked at 3200 megahertz. Another B-roll shot real quick. The AM4 CPUs look so clean. I don't think I've ever heard somebody say a CPU looks clean. I'm not gonna lie. There we go. We're gonna install that like so. Make sure we match up that notch. There's a notch that is not perfectly in the center, so you can't mess it up. Match that up with the notch that is on the RAM stick right here. Usually, especially on AM4, a budget motherboard with only 2 RAM slots is definitely a downfall because there's no room to expand. That's one of the reasons why I got a 32 gigabyte kit. I also think that 32 gigabytes is just the standard in 2025 at this point. Just spit on the CPU, no big deal. Now we'll give it a little... Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, wait, oh, we might have an issue here. Hold on. Check out this right wiggle versus the left wiggle. I don't know how much you can tell on camera, but that right one is wiggling way more than the left one. Wow, oh my god, it's way more. Wow, uneven. See, we're learning something new about this whole RAM wiggle test every day. Every time we do this, we're learning something new. This is the most uneven wiggle. Oh my god, that's crazy. I mean, that first slot is in there pretty solid. But that one at the bottom really wiggles, man. Oh, that is wild. Okay, that's definitely a first. The more you know. Dude, we're gonna learn so much about RAM wiggle stability. And hopefully I know at some point, just clip this now, that way I have the clip later to use. I know at some point doing these RAM wiggle tests, something's gonna break. Probably the RAM slot might snap off the motherboard. Something will happen at some point. I'm just saying it now. It was worth it. Because we are getting a ton of data wiggling. That's crazy different, man. We're getting a ton of data wiggling all of these RAM sticks, and I think it's super fascinating, man. Left is just better. Yeah, no idea why this one is uneven wiggledness. YouTube short, always wiggle your RAM. No, I definitely don't recommend anybody else wiggle their RAM. This is something that I am doing for content, and so you guys don't have to wiggle your RAM. If it was possible to get the statistic of how many people have wiggled their RAM ever since we started doing that, oh man, I would pay. I would pay for that data. Okay, so just making sure the orientation is correct. With this Clevcraft C910, it does not come with this little heat shield installed, which I really like, because again, if the motherboard has a built-in heat shield or heat sink, then you don't have to use this. But since our motherboard does not, I'm going to install this. And it also lets you, if the motherboard is for some reason inverted, you could put it the correct orientation, so you never have to worry about an upside down SSD, which just looks silly. I wish every SSD manufacturer did this. Ones that did not require a beefy heatsink. So now that that's in there, we can put the... Actually, before I do that, let me get a screwdriver and take out our one SSD screw. Case wiggle, CPU wiggle. Well, I always do a CPU wiggle. Or I do a CPU wiggle on AM5. AM4, it's not really necessary. But on AM5, I give the CPU a wiggle every single time, man. I mean, you got to make sure that that CPU is sitting in there. Yeah, that one's mandatory. All right, there we go. SSD is installed. Let me switch this bit out for our CPU cooler now. Then we'll be good. We need a wiggle tier list. I know, I really should be documenting all of this data we have. Somebody needs to go back and look at all the ZTT streams of the last like month or two and compile a list. Okay. We got that. Now we just need some thermal paste. I think it's this top box. This is one of my supply boxes for PC building that I 3D printed. Some Gridfinity action. Yes, I opened up the right one. I always forget which thermal paste is actually open. This one. It's got to be this one. It's got to be this one. This is some HY510. This is a humongous tube of thermal paste. I show this every time, but for reference, this is what a normal tube of thermal paste looks like. We like to buy in bulk around here. What one of my employees bought like 10 of these or something, and we haven't needed thermal paste in... I honestly think that was like 2 years ago. It was such a long time ago. But we've been good on thermal paste ever since. Where's the yeaster paste? We also have like 10 tubes of yeaster paste. I have yet to bring that home. Okay, that's a pretty big P, but that'll work. I have yet to bring the thermal paste, the yeaster paste home. Whenever he came to the office, it was really nice. He gave like, I don't know, he probably brought like 20 things of yeaster paste. And I gave one to every employee so that they could take it home and use it on their own personal builds and whatnot. And then we just kept the rest at ZTT. I have yet to bring one of those home, though. They're all at the office. Oh, before I do this, I gotta uninstall these bridges. That is probably the ugliest looking thermal paste pea-sized dot that I've done in quite some time. That's a pretty bad one. It will get the job done, though. Do you plan on getting the connectorless 5090 from your short? No. I mean, if they sent it to me, I'd be okay with it, but no, I'm definitely not going to buy that. No plastic shield. We're good to go. Gonna press that down. Star pattern, of course, to evenly apply that pressure, and then as soon as I get this done, I'll review that alert. Did you change the orientation? Yes, I already did that ahead of time. The top of the stock cooler is up there. Yep. I did all the prep work before the stream. Too loud? Yeah. Should I turn it up? Numpty with the 1,000 biddies says, "Did you catch the last F1 race?" No, dude. No, I didn't. I was on vacation. I haven't watched it yet. No. I haven't watched it yet, man. Imola. So Numpty, you might know this, but Imola is the. I almost said the map, not the map. The oh my god, the racetrack that Formula One did last weekend. And for those of you that have been watching ZTT long enough, Imola was the first race when I became an F1 fan last year. I'm a brand new Formula One fan. Last year when they were at Imola is that's when I became a sim racing fan and a Formula One fan. When I first got my very first sim rig, I was firing up Assetto Corsa, and I got like some of the Formula One mods for it. And I was like, what track do I race at? And I looked up Formula One, and I was like, oh, they're racing at Imola in like a week and a half or something. So I just like mastered that track. And it was the first track that I memorized, like without having to use a racing line and whatnot. So I'm super excited to watch that Formula One race, but I have not watched it yet, unfortunately. I will hopefully watch it tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Peaceful PC Builder with the super chat. Thank you. Pizza Night with the 4-month Twitch Prime sub. Thank you. LZ with the Twitch Prime. Noda Catboy with Twitch Prime. Oh, not a Catboy. My bad. Not a Catboy. Shadow. There's a couple subs and resubs that I missed, guys. Sorry. I gotta take off this hoodie, man. I'm getting hot. Hold on one second. Okay. All right, where are we at? Did I finish this? I think I got them all. That's good. That's good. That's good. And that's good. Okay. The motherboard prep. Dude, this actually looks pretty good. This is looking pretty good. This is the motherboard prepped and ready to go. We have a super budget AliExpress B450 machinist motherboard, a Ryzen 5 5600 also from AliExpress, a stock Ryzen cooler with the painted shroud. We got some Pinnacle conduit 32 gigabyte DDR4 kit clocked at 3200 megahertz, and we have a 1 terabyte Clev Crass C910 Gen 4 NVMe on there. Not bad. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. All right. I need more beer though. Which PC parts would you prefer for Fortnite? It all depends on your budget, man. Don't forget to get out the IO shield, dude. We're ready to go, man. We're ready to go. It's on deck. Motherboard in the case wiggle. What are you drinking? This is some Dancing Gnome Panther Hollow. It's a hazy IPA. I'm actually starting to think it might be a two beer night. I gotta think far ahead on that one though. I think it might be a 2 beer night. I haven't done a 2 beer night in a while. We've been just drinking one. DK Metcalf or George Pickens? I mean, don't get me wrong. I was a tier S supporter of Pickens. I think he's criminally underrated. He is amazing. I feel like I could throw touchdowns all day to GP. He's just going to come down with it. But now that he's on the Steelers, like, I don't mean this personally, but like, he's irrelevant to me now. He's gone, man. Dude, I'm on Team DK all day. I got DK any day of the week, man. Steelers for life. I'm not thinking about GP anymore, man. I'm thinking about whoever's going to throw it to DK. Let's go. Rodgers? Okay. I don't know if there's anybody in this chat that is super up to date of what Aaron Rodgers is up to. But apparently he was just on Joe Rogan. A, is that true? B, if it is true, did he say anything that like I need to know about on Joe Rogan? Is there anything I need to know? Yeah, like 2 days ago? Okay, so did he say anything like remotely valuable? He said nothing serious? What did they talk about? What did they talk about for 3 hours? What were some of the juicy, like, is that one worth watching? Just watch it? No, I am definitely not I don't mind watching Joe Rogan depending on who the person he's talking to is. But it's gotta be somebody good. Like, I'm not a just watch it. It was just a yap sesh, just like your streams. I mean, when we put it that way, that doesn't sound too bad. Okay. Maybe I should just watch it. Do you watch UFC? Yes, UFC is my second favorite sport. Behind Steeler football. Steeler football, UFC, Formula 1, NBA. It's a podcast, they talk. Got it. Got it. Did you watch the Trump interview? Oh my God. Oh, no. I promise we're not about to get political. It doesn't matter if Trump was running for president or not. His Joe Rogan interview was possibly the worst content I've ever seen in the history of content. Oh my God, that was such a bad episode. Oh, I did not watch the whole thing. I watched like the first I watched like the first 20 minutes and I was like, I'm definitely done with this. And I was like, no. Like this guy could be the president again one day. Like you should watch it. I watched like the next 15 minutes and I was done. It was so bad. Oh my God. It was awful. It was the worst. It wasn't even the worst. It wasn't even the worst content I've ever seen. It was the worst conversation I've ever heard. Oh, it was awful. I don't think I've watched Joe Rogan since that, actually. I think that was my latest, just to put things in perspective. I think that was my last Joe Rogan episode that I listened to. What was so bad? Like, I don't remember the details, but I remember like Joe asking Trump. He was trying to ask him, like what does it feel like? Something like, what does it feel like being the president? Like, when you first come into office, like where's your mindset at? Like what are you thinking about first? And Trump just kept talking about like the different rooms in the White House. He was talking about like the decoration pieces, and like the bed and like the drapes, and it sounded like the intro of a fictional novel where it's like setting the scene. And he, like, I remember like Joe getting frustrated because he was like asking him something completely different. And he just kept talking about like the plants in the White House. It's like, oh, it was so hard to watch, man. It was so bad. It was so bad. I did not get farther than that part though, because that was like 40 minutes. So maybe something substantial was said afterwards. I did not stick around for the whole thing. Ranger Medic with another 1,000 bit. He says, how many bits to con you into building a gaming PC in a PS1 case? I don't think it's a bit issue. I think it's a skill issue, man. I don't think I can do that. I'm done with you. Sorry. I enjoy your PC content, but I do not give a crap about your political stance. Okay, I literally did not say anything political during that entire time. I literally said at the beginning, it doesn't matter if he was running for Trump or whatever. It was just a terrible conversation. The fact that you think that that was a political conversation, dude, I mean, you gotta go. You either leave or we gotta get rid of you, man. Come on now. Come on now. That was not a political conversation at all. Do you like Tech Source? I used to watch a lot of Tech Source. I haven't recently. Bars. Bro heard something with Trump was boring and freaked out. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. You need to leave. 10 out of 10 rage bait? No. My initial gut reaction is that was... Oh, man, I think you're right. The more I think about it, I think that was rage bait. Oh, man. Yeah. I initially thought, like, if it was rage bait, that'd be like a 2 out of 10 rage bait. But again, if you have to think about how good the rage bait was, it was probably better than you thought it. He got me. If somebody banned him, he can come back. I think that was good rage bait. Bring him back. Bring him back. That one was on me. Second Breakfast with the 1,000 bit, he says, do you still own an EVGA graphics card? Because I do. And it's a 1660 Super, and I feel special. And upgraded to a 4060 Ti Founders Edition. Nice. Yeah, I have a few broken EVGA GPUs sitting around. I'm using a broken EVGA. I think it's like a 2070 Super. As like a it's broken. As a decoration piece, just because it's EVGA. And it's a good looking model. Yeah, we have a few. We have a few. I don't think we have any working EVGA cards. Oh, no, we do. We have a few working EVGA cards still. Did you 3D print the GPU panels? Yeah, that's right here. Yeah, right now I just have white. After a viewer, somebody in the community actually helped me out and gave me a perfect print profile. So now I can print whatever I want. Ever since then, I only did the white ones. I want to switch it up at some point. I feel like most of the EVGA cards look mid. So here's the deal. If you say something like that, you're probably going to catch a little heat. Because people, oh my God, Numpty with the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Let's go. Thank you very much, Numpty. Most people love EVGA, especially now that they're gone. I have always thought that the aesthetics of most EVGA cards were overrated. Like in the RTX 20 series, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like a lot of EVGA cards. Off the top of my head, the EVGA RTX 20 series cards, where it was like clear, I didn't like that at all. It was like clear and gray. That's not my style at all. The clear and gray cards, no thank you. Whenever they started adding like the little bubbles on the fans, they were like the little E from the logo of EVGA. Like those little bubbles on like 100 of them on the fans. That I didn't like either. And then like the EVGA RTX 3060, I want to say it was like the XC model. It was black and it had like the random red line on it. And they even had the one that like we called like the red lips on the back of it. It looked like red lips on the, yeah. All right, I'm in the boat of EVGA aesthetics were a little overrated. I do miss them, don't get me wrong. But the aesthetics of a lot of their cards were very overrated. Jocker with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Pax with another 400 biddies and no message, thank you. Ranger Medic with a 500 biddies says, enough of this PC talk, I'm only here for the political commentary. Oh man, I got rage baited so hard on that one. That was good. That was 11 out of 10 right there. McCullough is back. Says, hey Zach, want to thank you for the motivation. I found your content a couple months ago and inspired me to build my own machine. Today, I built my first custom PC and I'm on it now, about to crack open a Yingling. Dude, let's go. That's awesome, man. Those are perfect. That is a perfect viewer story for me. Absolutely love to hear it. That is awesome. Quit the PC. Yap, I came here for the RAM wobbling. That's understandable. Okay. We gotta plug this in and plug this in. Somehow I lost the... Did this come with... Okay. Whew. Cable combs. We need cable combs. What song is the cheer because it's fire? Just search for the Max Verstappen song. That's all you need to know. Max Verstappen is a Formula 1 driver. And that's like... I don't know where it originated from, but that is the Max Verstappen song. I think that's all you need to know. We'll get some of those. Some of these. That should be enough. Did those come with a case? The cable extensions? No. No, good question, because they're both Okanos. No. No, these are two separate products. The Okanos cable extensions and the Okanos Mirage 4 case. No, they're separate. I came for the drinks. That's valid too. Still strongly considering a second beer. For those of you that have been sipping tonight, how many beverages have you guys had so far during the stream? Type the number in chat if you've drinking a toasty beverage tonight to celebrate Thirsty Thursday. How many beverages have you guys had? 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 0, 2, 3, 6? Is that real? 2 would put me to sleep. 10? No. Coffee? I normally go with 4. I'm usually a one and done kind of person these days. I mean, dude, I'm either in or approaching my mid-30s, depending on who you ask. And I'm like a 1 beer. Honestly, 1.5 beers have been perfect for me. But I hate wasting beer, so I usually go to 2. If they would sell like 6-ounce little mini beers, like they have like mini Coke cans and whatnot, oh, I would love that. I need like 1.5. That's perfect for me. 2 for the night. I took a small zip an hour ago. There you go. Oh, August says I sent the 3D print file, by the way. August, was that you that did this? The 3D print file for the GPU? I'll look for your message, August. Was that you? Yes? Nice. Thank you very much, man. I talk very highly of you. I still do not know exactly what you did. But, I mean, I literally just threw away my stack of failed GPU brackets there, or panels. I probably printed that thing like 10 times, and it just did not come out right. And then as soon as you sent me the print profile, it was just absolutely perfect. Okay, we don't need cable combs for that one. Yeah, super impressive, man. That was very helpful. Excited for the Switch 2 question mark? Not really. No. I mean, I mean, we will probably get a Switch 2, I would assume, at some point. It's definitely not like a launch day type thing for our household. We exclusively play PC games or emulators here. I mean, my kids have played like Mario Kart, like maybe 3 or 4 times in their life. We have 2 Switches. The first Switch and like the OLED. Which we bought for my wife and I years ago. My kids just don't really play the Switch. We're all about that PC life, man. They play, my 5-year-old will play Lego Fortnite on PC for our Fortnite Fridays. He'll also play Spider-Man. And we play the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. That's about it. All right, hold on. Let me read that real quick. Billy Bob Joe with the 1.5 thousand biddies. No message. Oh no, it says hi. Hi. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Right now, I'm just cutting some cable combs so I can get a perfectly sized 8+8 or 4+4 to combine both the GPU power cables. Like that. Now I have the 8s there instead of 2 separate 4+4s. Or, I'm sorry, 6+2 as well. I bet you could print those cable combs. You definitely can print cable combs. I'm glad you said that. I need a little bit more motivation to start doing that myself. I have printed them before, but I actually never used them yet. I need to print a bunch of these custom-sized ones. Like just a bunch of black ones, a bunch of white ones. And then just keep that in stock, ready to go. Yeah, thank you for the reminder. I definitely need to do that. That way I just have them ready to go. How does that work when using the 12-volt power? Well, we're not using a 12-volt. They do have, if you buy cable extensions for a 12-volt, it will come with a special... Oh my god, did I cut that the wrong size? Oh my god, I did. Oh my god, did I do that twice? Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I cut it the wrong size. That is awful. What a waste. We do have extras though, I think. I think I got extras in this bag. I can't believe I cut that wrong. Yeah, a 12-volt extension kit will come with extras. Yes, thank goodness. And actually, this is good because I need more than 2. I think we'll want 3. Okay, let's not mess this up this time. Extra cable combs on deck. When you care about aesthetics, you gotta have backup options. Okay. How did I mess that up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to cut it right here. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't know how I messed that up last time. Twice. What was I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's mind-boggling. Have a beer for messing that up? That's what I'm thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean, the solution might be more beer, right? There we go. I mean, there's no other logical explanation for that kind of mess up. All right. Now we can re-cable comb this. Verify I didn't mess this up this time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking with fire. There we go. You should watch sprint car racing. It is not like NASCAR. Okay, yeah. Sorry if this offends you, but I thought sprint car racing was NASCAR. I do not know what the difference is. Should I? I could have sworn I heard people call NASCAR sprint car. Is that... that sounds wrong. That sounds wrong. What time does the stream end? Whenever the build's over. Or after the build, we usually do like a little Q&A. But it's different every time, man. I don't turn the stream off till we finish it, though. And we have not even got the case out yet, so we got a good bit to go here. All right, there we go. That is looking much better. The whole point of that is so we have a nice clean cable presentation. Probably want to drop that down a little bit more. Instead of having 2 separate strands of the 6+2, now we just have one solid strand there, which will look much better. So with that, our power supply prep is done. This is going to be a lot of cables to hide because this is a non-modular power supply, but it is a dual chambered case. So cable management should not be too much of an issue. Should not be. Sojai with the $10 super chat. Sojai's back, says, only one tonight, but I side graded my Zotac Twin Edge 4070 to a reference 6950 XT. I bought for 613 bucks. Super happy with it. I hope it will last a long time. Also, W or L on the price. I don't know what... Oh, man. I have not been tracking 6950 XTs. No, not at all. That price is not on my radar at all. I'm curious, though. You don't need to send another dono, Sojai. I just want to know. Why did you side grade? What's the purpose of a side grade? Yeah, I would love to know that. How often do you play Minecraft? I haven't played Minecraft in a long time. We used to have a ZTT server that I was self-hosting out of my house, which was super fun. But we haven't done it. That's been down for like 2 years now. Our Clev RAM... Is Clev RAM good quality? Yeah. I mean, it's on the like affordable budget end of it. But I mean, we've bought a lot. dozens, if not hundreds, of Clev kits. I can't remember a single issue. Yeah, I mean, they've been super reliable and consistent for us. Is the keyboard in the back an Owla F75? No, this is the Wooting HE60, the Optimum collab. But I did put on different switches that look like the Owla F75. Thoughts on Lexar RAM? Lexar RAM has worked pretty well. We don't ever buy Lexar RAM. It's usually not at a price point that we need it to be at. I've used it before, but we don't buy them too often. Canon with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Ju with the 11-month sub, thank you. No Life with the super chat. Appreciate that. What printer do you use? I have 3 printers now. The Bamboo Lab X1C, the Bamboo Lab A1, and the Elegoo Centauri Carbon. All of them were sent out by those companies. They're actually all printing right now the same exact thing. They're all printing like storage baskets. We have a storage basket factory going on right now in the household. That PC case looks fire. This is the brand new Okeanos Mirage 4. Costs about $70 on Amazon. Fish tank, dual chambered, which is what I'm really excited to test out. And it comes with 2 RGB fans at the bottom for intake and 1 in the back for exhaust for a positive airflow setup. And then it does have room for a 240 AIO up at the top. But yeah, we're about to test this out, man. This is what the starting point looks like. Oh, hold on. There we go. This is what the starting point looks like. Oh, very nice. We got the hub. We have a 4-port ARGB hub, which is amazing because if you were to add a CPU cooler that had an ARGB fan, you could just install it right to here. Which is fantastic. Like, there are $100 cases that don't do this. Love to see it. It also has USB-C, which we will not be able to take advantage of, unfortunately, because we have a budget B450 motherboard. I do love that these cables are all painted white, or not painted, but they are white. HD audio, that's usually a super ugly cable. The power switch, even the internal, look at this. Even the internal side of the USB 3.0 connector is all white. I mean, that looks super sick. We do have a lot of cables, but again, it's dual chambered. Our power supply is going to go here, but we should have plenty of room to route some cables. We also have some pre-installed. Dude, this is a solid case, man. I don't mean to. Oh, man. I don't talk negatively. I don't talk negatively about Okeanos, and it sounds like I'm a shill, but like, I mean, they just released some really good budget cases, man. Like, this is super impressive. Northern Lights with the 1000 biddy says it's a sick case, but it is a tight fit for a 240 AIO. Yeah, let me look at that. I mean, that's a good amount of space, man. Are you talking about like radiator? Like, this is where the fans would come. Like, I mean, that's like a 3-inch gap right there. And then you have like a 2-inch gap over here. And plenty of room back. I don't know, man. I don't have a 240 AIO to test it, but that looks like plenty of room for a 240. I would tend to trust you, though, but it looks like a lot of room, unless if I'm missing something. Thank you for the 1000 biddies, though. What are all the cables connected to the ARGB hub? These are the 3 fans. the 3 ARGB fans. There's 2 fans at the bottom and then 1 fan in the back. That's what these are. This reset LED switch is just going to the physical switch on the case so you can press it to change the colors. This one is for SATA power. And then this one is a 3-pin ARGB. So if you wanted to not use the button and you rather use your motherboard software, you can plug this into your motherboard and do it that way. I will be using the switch up here because our motherboard doesn't even have ARGB headers. Yeah, that's everything right there. What is the thing to use to hold your camera above the motherboard? I mean, we just have an overhead camera set up, screwed into the ceiling. Your boy Nalu with the 400 biddies says, yo, Zach, I need your help. What's the best PC components for a pure performance PC meant for competitive Fortnite and content creation for $3,000? Or should I split the budget for 2 PCs? No, don't split it. For $3,000, I would get a. Well, if you're serious about making content, you can definitely get a 9800X3D, which is the best gaming CPU. By default, with that kind of budget. If you're serious about creating content, then I would consider getting a 9900X3D or 9950X3D for the extra cores and threads. And then aside from that, like, probably just a 5080. I don't think you probably won't be, you won't be able to get a 5090 with $3,000 for the whole budget. But yeah, 9800X3D or a slightly more core CPU, and then a 5080. But that's easy at that budget. There's no real other combinations I would probably consider. I would only buy just in general, I would only buy a 9900X3D or a 9950X3D. If you are making money from your job that uses your PC. Like, if you are just gaming and just starting content creation, I would probably just get a 9800X3D, which is still the best gaming CPU. But you would not need those extra cores, in my opinion. Northern Lights with the 1000 biddy says, try plugging in the 8-pin CPU after installing the AIO. It's very tough. Oh. Yeah, I see that. I see that. But it's a solid case. Just planning is key there. Yep. No, I see that. Yeah, I believe that. This is only a 4-pin for this motherboard, but yeah, I see that. We were not on the same page there, but now we are. Okay. All right. Got my IO shield here. Can install that. Shout out from a gym bro. I saw your pics in the fitness channel looking absolutely shredded for summer, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. We're trying, man. We're trying. Down 36 pounds. Trying to get lean. Got a couple beach vacations this year. Gonna be going up to Lake Erie. Hopefully several times this year for the little day trip. Beach trips. And honestly, I've been... After we gotta switch out some... I gotta switch out one standoff here. After being so heavy at 240 pounds... Like, I actually feel... I know this is obvious, but I feel so much healthier. Like, my seasonal allergies are, like, barely affecting me. Last year was so bad. When I was, like, really bulked up, my seasonal allergies were so bad. I have a little psoriasis, like dry skin on my scalp. That's not near... It's still bad, but it's not nearly as bad. I feel like I recover from, like, all the colds that my 5 and 3-year-old bring home from daycare. I recover from those or don't get them. Way better. Like, when you're lean and healthy and in good cardio shape and whatnot, like, your body just performs so much better. Again, I know this is obvious, but it's so true. So true. Feels much better. Okay, what are we doing here? I need to move this standoff from here to here because we are using a tiny case, or sorry, a tiny motherboard. So I just got to move that real quick. Sunlight helps with psoriasis. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't get as much sunlight as I would like to. You go to Erie a lot? I'm from Syracuse. I mean, during like the 20 days of good weather here in Pennsylvania, we try to go up to Erie for like weekend beach trips as much as we can. From Pittsburgh, it is a very short drive, and I know it's not the greatest beach out there, but for a quick 2-hour drive, I absolutely love it. The kids love it, especially. Yeah, I mean, but we don't get a lot of good summer weather here, especially in Erie. It's even worse. So we usually only make it up like 3 times a year, maybe, or 3 times a summer, I would say. But how's the build going? Pretty smoothly so far. We're about to get into the slightly more complicated section, but all looks good so far. Zach thinks PA is bad. I'm from Oregon. I mean, first off, that's the definition of one-upping, just as a heads up. Pittsburgh objectively has, I think it's the top 3 most overcast/rainy cities in the United States. Like, it's really bad. I'm pretty sure I read that it was top 3. I understand that Oregon is worse, but that does not make Pittsburgh any less bad, man. When people say, oh, it's hot, and then they're like, oh, you think it's hot? I live in the desert. That's the definition of one-upping. People don't like that, man. Have you played Marvel Rivals at all? I mean, I played it when it first came out. And, like, when everybody was playing it, I was playing it a little bit, not a lot. It was fun. I'm not a big fan of hero shooters, like with spells and abilities and whatnot. I just don't play. I just don't play games often enough to get good at those type of games where you have to have a lot of knowledge to be good. If I want to play like a competitive shooter, I'd rather play a game where the only like knowledge is like the map. You know, I just don't have enough gaming time to get good at those types of games, unfortunately. But I liked it. It was okay. Master with a 5-month Twitch Prime resub. Thank you, man. What's the update on the GPU shortage? I don't think it's any different than 3 weeks ago. If you want to buy a mid-range up to like a 5080 of the new cards, I think they are doable. It's not impossible anymore. You gotta have some patience. You gotta snipe a good deal on Amazon or Newegg or whatever. Or if you live near a Micro Center. 5090s are still tough. Almost every card is at least buyable if you have patience right now. We're not gonna get cards at MSRP. But like $50 above MSRP, I mean, that was normal. Like, that was pre-GPU shortage. So 50, maybe above 100. It's not terribly difficult. anymore. The used market is definitely very dried up right now, unfortunately. But again, still deals to be had. I would say we're not in like red alert. I would say we're in like orange alert. It's things. I will say things are not getting worse. That's a good way to put it, in my opinion. From my point of view, things are not getting worse right now, which is good. $5,700X3D worth it right now? I would not build a brand new PC with a 5700X3D. I would, however, consider it if you have like a 5500 or a 3600 and you have a decent motherboard. If you're already on AM4 and you just want to maximize your build a little bit without having to do like a full swap, then yeah, the 5700X3D is still a really good CPU. But I would not invest that level of money into a new AM4 build. At that point, I would recommend going AM5. All right, now we're going to plug in some case connectors. Which you're dude, that looks good, man. That motherboard in there, that looks clean. Let's get some HD audio action. That looks real good. Is the 5500 XT a good budget GPU? Like in a vacuum, it's not bad. Like by itself, it's not a terrible. I mean, it is a budget GPU, like you said. I don't think it ever like really beats like some of the more meta choices, unless if you happen to find a really good deal. It is not a card that I specifically target. I would much rather spend a little bit more money and get a 5600 X3D or XT. Ideally, a 5700 XT. Yeah, it's not a card that I target. No. All right, let's keep plugging this stuff in. I love this USB. This USB 3.0 connector is so good. Not just white on the outside, but even the internal connector is all white. That looks so good. Not that we'll see it, but it still looks really good. Low key looks kind of clean. I mean, that's the whole point of it, man. It's not really low key. This is not a pure performance build. This is a $600. I mean, it's gonna have pretty good price to performance with the 3070. But we are definitely not afraid of the aesthetics on this one. How do you install the OS? I have multiple YouTube shorts and TikToks about that. If that's not good enough for you, if you need like pure step-by-step, then I'd just search for a long-form video. It's not complicated. Plug in but I do not have a long-form step-by-step video like that. Plugging in the power LED and power switch connectors. Again, they're all white, super clean. There we go. Definition of a case bottleneck. A case bottleneck? Like the motherboard? The motherboard is kind of a bottleneck because it doesn't have a USB-C connector. It's holding the case performance back by not having USB-C, yeah. I don't know if that's what you meant, but that makes sense in my brain. What on earth is a case bottleneck? I mean, if you think about it, dude, I could be convinced the full performance of this case involves a USB-C connector. If I'm using a motherboard that does not have a USB-C connector, then technically this motherboard is bottlenecking my case. It makes sense to me, man. It makes sense to me. we're going to verify that that makes sense, and I'm going to go to the bathroom and get another beer real quick, because we're going to need a second beer to verify that claim. I'll be right back. You really did hydrate today, huh? I love that you... Who said that? Oh, wait, no. Brack? I love that you said that, because as I was peeing, I swear to God, I was honestly thinking, this has got to be a top 5 longest pee for me in my entire life. I mean, I was standing up there for like 3 minutes just peeing. Full flow, don't worry. Health-wise, all good. All good. Just long pee, man. Long pee. All right, this is a new beer. We got one more. Should have looked at it before I started pouring, but here we are. Okay. Oh. This is a wit. I don't know. Am I saying that right? How do you say this? Wit? White? Witty. Whitey. I'm gonna go with witty. Witty, yeah. Witty. This is from East End Brewing, which is also in Pittsburgh, just like the last one. It is a Belgian wheat ale, only 5.1%. Nice little light beer. Not an actual light beer, but lighter. A Belgian wheat tea. Oh man, that one hits too. Tastes like a Blue Moon. Blue Moon is also a Belgian wheat, as far as I know. It tastes almost identical to a Blue Moon, which it tastes like a Blue Moon, but a little bit not thicker, but like more flavorful. A little bit more flavor Blue Moon. Yeah, it's actually solid. That's actually really good. Oh, wow. I really like that, actually. Yeah, that's really good. East End Brewing out here in Pittsburgh. Very good. Oh, wow. I would actually buy that again. I love that it's only 5.1. I don't need the heavy slamming beer anymore. 5.1 is perfectly fine for me. Yeah, that's really good, actually. Blue Moon ain't too bad. Either Blue Moon or Sam Adams is always my go-to choice for like domestic beers that are available everywhere. If you can't get like a good craft beer, a good local beer, Blue Moon or I also like Corona and a Modelo. Any of those four. Any of those four. Need an orange slice for that one? Yeah, a Blue Moon with an orange slice at B-dubs. I mean, that's like a top 3 vibe. I actually like Corona and Modelo too. Yeah. Yeah, they're good. I had a Modelo when I was down in Houston last week. Sitting poolside, listening to some Spanish music. You know, whole families together. It was great. That was a vibe too. Okonos Mirage 4 is $60 for me? Nice. Yeah, let me check the price. Let me check the price. I haven't looked at that for a couple weeks. It just came out a couple weeks ago. Okonos Mirage 4. Oh wow, it is $60. Oh, that's insane. 60. Oh, and there's a 10% coupon. So $60 minus 6. Oh my god, 54. This is a 50. Oh my god, that is crazy. Okonos, what are you guys doing? How are they making a profit on this? $54 case. That is insane. Hold on. Got something in my eye. I don't know if you guys saw the random video where I was talking about Height. Height said that for their Y40 case, which is like $150 or something like that, their profit margin is $5 pre-tariff. Pre-tariff on a $150 case, the Height Y40. Their profit margin was $5. How is Okonos selling this for $54? That's insane. This comes with more fans than the Height Y40. That's crazy. Different build material, I know. I know. I'm not actually comparing the two. Do the eyelid technique. Oh my god, perfect. Works every time. Gone. Works every time. Do ChatGPT. It just doesn't get better than that. Sojai with the $10 super chat says, not sure if you saw my regular chat. No, I forgot. Sorry. But I'll donate anyway. I bought the 6950 because 16 gigs of VRAM, valid. Love the look of the reference cards, also valid. And it looks clean AF in my Height Y60. All valid choices. Yep, that'll work. That'll work. It does get better. It's called Grok. I don't know anything about... That's X's AI, right? I don't know anything about that thing. There's like one person I follow on X. I rarely type on X. I'll throw up like one post on X like once every 2 weeks or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that AI. Brother, you're missing out? I don't know, man. ChatGPT gets the job done for me. Oh, you don't have to use X? Oh, okay. What, give me a one sentence. This is not copyright free music. I forgot to repeat the playlist, my bad. Give me a one sentence explanation of why it's better than ChatGPT. Por favor. That'd be much appreciated. Okay, everything is plugged in. As far as the case goes, looking super clean. This is what it looks like so far. We obviously have a big rat's nest back here. That is going to happen, especially with a dual chamber case and with all these RGB connections and whatnot. But we will try to make this a little cleaner. I don't really care too much because, again, it's dual chambered and it doesn't really matter. But I will attempt with some zip ties to make it a tad bit cleaner. Sojai with the $5 super chat says, last reason my credit card and its limit got upgraded and Impulse took over. Okay, I'm done. Do not tempt me, chat. Please don't pay interest on sending me super chats. That is not a wise investment. But I appreciate the support regardless. All white looks good, but I still prefer all black. That's valid. That's okay. All right, let's I'm just gonna bundle up just some random cables and see what happens. Again, cable management in a dual chamber case is very low stakes. It doesn't really matter because, like, you have all this room back here. We do want to set aside this connector though, this SATA power. But like, as far as this whole thing goes, like, I mean, I guess I could bundle this up a little bit. I'm just not terribly worried about it. I'm also not that good at cable managing a dual chamber case. Like, I don't really know where to put things. I kind of just do this and bundle stuff up. I feel like it never... I feel like it's really difficult and you have to have a lot of skill to make clean cable management lines in a dual chambered case. Like, you got to really plan that out. But the good thing is you don't have to have that skill if you don't want it, which I definitely do not. Are the 9800 XRDs still going kaboom? I haven't read anything about it. I could have missed it. I haven't read anything about more 9800 XRD issues though. Have you guys? All right, here's our power supply. That's gonna go in like so. We want the fan facing outward, that way it can intake fresh air from the back side of the case. Get that lined up right there. And get our 4 cables here. Brother, I want to build a PC with the Ryzen 5 5600 and an RX 6600. Should I go with another CPU and GPU combo? Please suggest. Love from India. I have no idea what your market looks like in India, to be honest. I think that's the second most popular demographic for ZTT, though, to be honest with you. But, like, on paper and, like, the actual performance of that combination is really good for affordable 1080p gaming. I wouldn't be able to tell you from here in the United States if there's a better combo in terms of price to performance, because I don't know what your prices are. But, like, by itself, that CPU and GPU combo is great for, like, entry-level 1080p gaming. What's in this build? This is a 5600 and a used RTX 3070 that I custom painted. How many watts is the power supply? 650, plenty. 650. It's a tier C, which is definitely good enough for a budget build like this. Okay, actually, before I do that, the first thing we want to do is let's bundle up the cables that we do not need, which are a lot, or is a lot, because this is a non-modular power supply. Did you go to any breweries while you were in Houston? Yeah, we went to one. I don't know if my wife is still watching. If you're still watching, can you type? Oh man, we only went to one. It was really good though. Tao Yard? No. It was Tao something. Oh man. I'll text her. I don't think she's watching anymore. What was the Houston brewery? It was awesome because it was like a full-on brewery with a lot of single individual beers to choose from on tap, like every brewery. But it had a huge outdoor seating area, and in the smack dab center of it was a big playground for kids. So like the whole outdoor area is just like a bunch of adults and parents like casually trying new beers, and then all the kids were playing in the set. Oh, it was such a good setup. It was amazing. It was amazing. Hold on, here it is. Tao Yard. It was in it's like southwest or west Houston, like Sugarland area, somewhere around there. Yeah. What did she say? Tao Yard? Tao Yard. Yeah, it was so good. The only thing is the waiter messed up our order and he never actually put it on order, so we waited like over an hour for our food. That part sucked. But the beer was great, and the outdoor seating with the kids area was so good. A brewery with somewhere for the kids to go play, peak. Absolute peak. That place is brand new. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, it was great. All right, let's separate that. Okay. Now we have these. So these are the cables that we don't need. This is an additional 6+2 for a CPU, which we definitely don't need. 12 volt power, which we definitely don't need. SATA power, which we do need, but we only need one, so we don't really need to have that go anywhere. And then this is another SATA power connector. So this whole bundle right here, I can zip tie and make a little bit neater. That way all these cables don't get like scrambled in here. Just gonna zip tie this up. This can be upgraded AF? Yeah, for sure. You should make shot glasses for ZTT. Yeah, I mean, there's a few things that like we should do. Like there's definitely like money to be made and like community to be satisfied with some merch items and whatnot. It's just too low of a priority that it hasn't happened yet. The GPU shortage has really taken up most of my time these days, because before we had our 6 staple builds on zttbuilds.com, where you would go to the website, and all 6 of these builds were the same, and all we did was just buy the same parts, keep restocking them, and people kept buying them. But since we can't buy the same parts over and over again anymore because the GPU supply is so limited, we have to create limited edition builds where if we find a good deal on a graphics card and buy 20 or 30 of them, then we build a new limited edition PC around that card, sell it, and then start all over again. You can see that 4 of these 6 here are limited edition builds. The only builds that are stable for us are Shadow Bolt right here and War Machine V2. So constantly having to create these new limited edition builds has taken up a lot of my time. Sourcing graphics cards and other parts, and then designing the builds, testing the builds, figuring out what else we got to buy for them, etc. It's just time, and building all the artwork for them, promoting them, making a video on them, adding the website. It just all takes a lot of time. So yeah, we just don't have time for like stuff like merch right now or anything, unfortunately. Being a dad, yes, that too, of course. That's been a factor for almost 6 years now, though. Thoughts on the Aqua 93? I liked it. I like it. I think Okino shines more with the more budget stuff. A lot of case manufacturers over the years have made really good budget cases, probably at low profit margins, and then realized that the real money is with the more expensive cases. I am rooting really hard for Okinos not to do the same thing, because we've seen it so many times. I am truly hoping that Okinos can just stay with their dominance of like the $50 to $70 case market and just stay here for years. Honestly, I have no idea, but they probably won't. Because I can't imagine, like, this is too good of a case for $54 with that 10% coupon. It's too good. Like, there is no way that they're making a lot of profit on this, if at all. They might be losing money with that coupon. I don't know. But I hope this option stays available for a long time. It's just so good. Such good value. Is that a Type-C port? Yeah. Every budget Okinos case comes with a Type-C port. Almost no other case manufacturer is doing that. That's just a standard for Okinos cases. They all have USB-C ports, which is just crazy. What is your favorite band? Chili Peppers all day, man. My wife often mocks me for... I either listen to gym music, which is a lot of, you know, like upbeat, rock, rap, you know, hip-hop, etc. Typical gym playlists. I either listen to gym music or the Chili Peppers. Like if I'm grilling outside, if we're in the backyard, and for whatever reason I have control of the audio, Chili Peppers all day, man. Is he seeing our comments or not? Because I don't think so. I am. I look at both chats, man. Just curious, since you were in Houston, where are you based out of? We're in Pittsburgh now. We are moving to Houston next year. The only playlist I made on Spotify is Gym Jams. I just call it lifting playlist. I have a lifting, like, 2020 or 2025, lifting 2024, lifting 2023, 2022, etc. Because every year I'm like into slightly different lifting music. But then I have one playlist, which is the master lifting playlist. It's called Lifting Archive. And anytime I add a lifting song to like the current year's playlist, I also add it to the Lifting Archive playlist. That way I never lose any of my OG lifting songs over the years. I hope the move to Houston treats you well. Thank you, man. It will. Yeah, all of my wife's family is down there. So it's going to be a good time. We just have a lot of work to do to get there. Moving a family and business is... Whew. I wish I could just snap my finger and wake up in Houston, but... Oh, man. It's going to be a lot of work. A lot of work to get everything down there. When are you moving? Next year? And we're gonna get a way nicer studio or HQ than we have now. I'm really looking forward to it. both personally and for the business. Are you going to help your workers move? Some of them are moving. We don't have a concrete list yet of who is moving and who is either going to find a new job, or like there will be some remote possibilities. But that has not been settled yet. Not 100% sure on that. If anybody does move to Houston, I will pay to move them. If you're going to pick up your life and move across the country for ZTT, I will be paying for that. This is going to be a tough little cable drop in here. This is not a ton of room down here for this beefy double 6+2 GPU connector. How many folks work for ZTT? I have 5 employees. It's 7 of us, including my wife and I, at the office. We are not hiring right now. Now, if it wasn't for the that's another thing. If it wasn't for the GPU shortage, we would have definitely hired at least one more person by now. But my biggest stress right now and priority is keeping my current employees busy so that the GPU shortage doesn't, like, take away from their hours. Like if we don't have PCs to build, some of my employees cannot work. You know, like there's not much to do other than building PCs, shipping them, configuring them, etc. So I'm putting all my effort into keeping them busy. I do not want the stress of more people right now. If it wasn't for the GPU supply issues, then we would have hired more already. I mean, we have the demand for it. If you go to the website, it's literally sold out. Oh, we have a Shadow Bolt. Oh, we got 2 Shadow Bolts today. Let's go. They will probably sell tonight or tomorrow. Almost everything sells out instantly these days, so. We have the demand, we just don't have the supply right now. When is the next giveaway stream? Or Oblivion stream? Good question. Why don't you disconnect the extensions and pass it through the back? I don't know. I know a lot of people do that. That's just not my order of operations. Right now, I probably would have benefited from it. It's just not typically how I roll. Is the remote benchmarking like how they do with cloud? We don't do any, oh my God. We don't do any remote benchmarking. You can't really remote benchmark. How many of you guys saw the video of me talking about my employee who benchmarks and how he's a professional? The video was basically how he's a professional gamer since I pay him to benchmark. How many of you guys saw that video? Type a 1 in chat if you guys saw that one. It was a good video. I enjoyed making that one. You guys saw it? Professional gamer? Yeah. So, again, lack of anticipation on my part. Ever since that video, I have gotten dozens of emails. People coming for that guy's job. I had a couple people who were like, let me 1v1 this guy in Fortnite to see who gets the ZTT benchmarking job. And there's a lot of people trying to convince me with like super long paragraphs that they can do the benchmarking job remotely. I'm like, guys, no. This is an in-person job. I don't even respond to those, to be honest, but dozens of emails of people trying to become the next ZTT benchmarker. It's been hilarious. Would you hire somebody that doesn't know about computers? Probably not. I mean, if we hire like some job roles that don't require that knowledge, maybe. But it's a benefit of it. Everyone in my office knows computers to some degree. Not gonna lie, I could do the benchmarking. See, the thing about the benchmarking guy is he benchmarks PCs for maybe 8 hours a week. Maybe. And this dude clocks in anywhere from 50 to 60 hours a week. I pay him as much as he works. We don't have required overtime at ZTT. He just likes to work. And the other time, he's doing a million other things. You know, building PCs for the website, configuring PCs, stress testing, shipping PCs out, part sourcing, etc. He does a lot. We don't have somebody that just benchmarks for 40 hours a week. Nobody at ZTT only does one thing. When you're a small business, everyone has to do multiple things. James with the $2 super chat says, what was the first PC you got and what were the specs? I've shared this story often, but I built my first PC when I was 5. Barely remember it. It had a single core 533 megahertz processor. Megahertz. I don't really remember the other specs. IDE cables, you know, beige color. I don't remember too much about it. Does your benchmarker play everything? No. I mean, right now he hasn't been playing a lot. He's been working a lot. He's in a big working phase of his life right now where he clocks in a lot of hours. He doesn't have a lot of time to play. I know he plays Balatro. Balatro? I know he plays Balatro a lot. I think I'm Steam friends with everyone in the office. Yeah. Yeah, because our last LAN party, we all became Steam friends. So I can see what everybody plays. Not that I'm trying to be like a creepo boss that spies on his employees. But I think it's interesting seeing what people play like outside of work and whatnot. And I mean, we talk about video games often at the office. So it's fun. It's fun when you work with people that all are somewhat remotely interested in the same thing. It's actually very fun. Okay, that's what that's looking like. So we got this big old bundle here. I mean, that's fine for right now. I'm not gonna close it up yet. We can install the GPU, and I think that's really it, man. I think that's about everything. How old do you have to be to work for you? I mean, we don't have a hard age requirement. I would not hire a non-adult. I don't know how to. I don't know the legality of hiring somebody under 18. But B, I probably wouldn't want to, regardless. Being the boss, one of the benefits that I enjoy is you can hire people that you want to either A, help the culture of your business, or B, people that you just like want to hang out with every day. Like I would not hire a 16-year-old. Like I don't have anything in common with a 16-year-old, you know. I think every employee that I have is early to mid 20s. Yeah. Everyone that other than my wife and I are 33. Everyone else is early to mid 20s. hire good vibes in good hands. Yeah, that's a good philosophy. Pursue with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Iduro with the tier 1. Is sick with the tier 1. Schwiegamus with the Twitch Prime. Sorry, that was a while ago. I missed that one. What does your wife do? So she right now is doing all of our setup upgrades. So if you buy a PC from us, every single PC comes with our battle station oops, I keep pressing that wrong button. Our battle station upgrade kit with the ZTT mouse pad and headset stand. She actually makes every single one of those, which is crazy at this point. When she started making those, that was when we were selling like a couple PCs a week, and it was like very manageable. It's like, hey, this will be like a cool value add. Now that we sell a few more PCs, it's like, okay, this is like, we should probably get like a factory to start doing this. But she is currently making all of those, which is nuts. There's also a couple pieces of like artwork and whatnot that go into the package that we ship with all the PCs. She also does the website design. Oh my God, that button again. She did all that. She made the ebook. I wrote the ebook, like just the text, but she puts the whole thing together. Anything like graphically designing, on the website and whatnot, she does stuff like that. That's sick. Yeah, it's super valuable, and like we've even had discussions like, should we get rid of this battle station upgrade? Like, I mean, we lose money. I mean, we don't lose money, but we lose profit from it. But every time we've ever talked about it, like the whole company or the whole business is like, no, it's too valuable. Like people like it too much. So we don't want to get rid of it, but she spends a lot of her time making all of that stuff, and it's not sustainable. It's not. We need a better solution. So that's one of my brainstorming topics is how to outsource that. Get rid of the plant? No, man, I can't get rid of the plant. That's the easiest thing because it doesn't require any customization. We just buy those in bulk. We buy like 300 plants at a time. But no, I've just heard too much good feedback about the fake plant. People love putting that fake plant on their desk. Every YouTuber has a fake plant at some point, like somewhere in their setup. Everybody has one. Every YouTuber. So when you buy a PC from zttbuilds.com, it's just one thing, one little thing that gets you closer to whatever YouTuber that you were watching. You got that fake plant on the desk. You're good to go. People like it too much, man. I know it's not financially a value add. We bulk order them for like $1 each. Very cheap. Probably less than $1. But people just love the vibe of a nice fake plant on top of their desk. Not gonna lie, that battle station upgrade is why I'm saving up to purchase a PC from ZTT. I've heard that so often. Yeah, you're not alone. Next video should have like 10 plants. I mean, our B-roll shots consistently have several fake plants in them. Okay, all right, here's the GPU. If you missed the beginning part of the live stream, which was a while ago now, this is an Asus Dual RTX 3070. I bought this used, and I disassembled it yesterday, painted the back plate and the GPU shroud, the fan shroud, and this is what it looks like. Beautiful. It was my first time ever doing it. I've never done a complete disassemble of a GPU for paint. I reinstalled all the thermal pads. I redid the thermal paste on there. Oh man, dude, this is looking good. This is looking real good now. Very happy. Have not tested if the GPU works though. We'll do that tomorrow. Budget fake plant build guide. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's good business is not just about selling transactionally. It's about, you know, introducing a feeling to your customers. Introducing a feeling if you're making content, you know. People remember stories and feelings more than facts, you know. So when we provide a fake plant, you just get that instant vibe of a better setup. Almost everybody wants a fake plant, but, you know, you might not think about it, like it's not a super high priority, but when you have one, you're going to use it. At least that's what people tell us, and that's what we do. No, we can't get rid of that one. And that's the cheapest thing on that list. And requires the least amount of effort. Okay. That's all plugged in. That's looking good. How much time is left in the stream? Well, we're about to fire this up. Make sure it all turns on. This is what the backside cable management looks like. Which honestly isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That actually looks pretty good. We're going to install... Oh. I got a little bit of a bulge. Right here. Don't clip that. Yeah, we're going to have to... Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. Boom. Like that. And then here is... the 600, dude, that looks good. Let's go. That's the $600 Ryzen 5 5600. Let's see what it looks like. Let's turn this thing on. Ryzen 5 5600 and custom painted 3070 for about $600. That case is great. I know, man. The case is the star of the show for this one. All right. Let's clear this up. Get some of these zip ties out of the way. I have no idea if this is going to turn on or not. Again, I have not tested the GPU since I did this whole project. Oh, what is that? We got to get that. Black fan cable hiding down there. We can't have that sticking out there. There we go. All right. Power switch on. Ooh. Let's go. Oh, the fans are even spinning. Oh, let's go. There it is. That is the $600 5600 and 3070 gaming PC. Dude, that looks good, man. I am not opposed to that at all, especially for that price point. I like that. It's got the Machinist B450 on there. 32 gigs of DDR4. And AIO would be nice. Yeah, it would be nice to fill out this top part of the case, but that's an extra 50 bones at least. Dude, that's good, man. Ads, of course it's ads. I like that, man. I'm pretty happy with that one. That looks pretty good. Somebody clipped me saying I have a bulge. Yep. That makes sense. That checks out. All the dad with the Twitch Prime sub. Chewy Twitch Prime. Molamer with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. Alienware ad, nice. Y'all have ads? Question mark. Good call on that one. All right. Oh, I just ran an ad. Oh wait, you guys are already in an ad. Don't matter. I pressed the wrong button. After hours. Boom. PC is complete. Time to chill. Finish this. Oh my god, this beer is possibly even better than the build. If you guys missed it, this is the Witty. I don't know if that's actually how you say it. From East End Brewing here in Pittsburgh. Oh my god, Belgian wheat ale. This tastes delicious. Oh, that's so good. So good. I mean, that's a beer that I would definitely buy again. We're having some people over for Memorial Day on Monday. I'm probably gonna buy this. That's really good. Oh Oh man, I love that. Belgian beers are amazing. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Tastes like a slightly better Blue Moon. I just got here. What are the specs? We got a 5600, 32 gigs of DDR4, custom painted RTX 3070 that I did yesterday, and it's inside the Okonos Mirage 4. We do have a YouTube video coming out about this video, or about this build. Just started my own brewery in Japan. Very nice. One of my employees is in Japan right now. He's on like a super obnoxious, like no kids life 3-week Japan trip. Actually kind of jealous. We lived in Japan in 2011 to 2012. We lived there for 2 years. Haven't been back since, but would absolutely love to go back. Will it be in the June drop? No, July. This video won't go live until June, so it won't quite make the June drop. We will have several refurbished builds from zttbuilds.com in the June drop. Oh, we're also, tomorrow, we are launching a new build on zttbuilds.com. It's a high-end build. It's going to be pretty expensive. But it's got a... Oh, man, it's such a good color scheme. I'm excited for you guys to see it. That's going to launch tomorrow. And then I think we're launching ZTT Outlet tomorrow as well. So ZTT Outlet is going to be a page on the website where we sell broken parts, like the 4 parts, as well as surplus inventory. We have a lot of broken parts, a lot of broken GPUs, where if you know your way around soldering or like circuit board repair, you could probably fix it like very quick. I know there's going to be people that make a ton of money off of ZTT Outlet for sure, because our pricing model for broken part, or broken GPUs I should say, is 80% of whatever the broken part is currently selling for on eBay. So if RTX 3070s that are broken are selling at this price on eBay consistently, we're selling it at 80% that, just so we're always cheaper. And that's just so we can get rid of parts and whatnot that are broken, and we don't want to invest the time into fixing them up. So there's going to be some people that make a ton of money from ZTT Outlet, but I think that's going to ship. I think that's going to launch tomorrow. Yeah. Wait, that's insane. Yeah. And then we're also selling on ZTT Outlet surplus inventory. So whenever we have parts that have been sitting on our shelves for too long that we can't use, like random SSDs, random RAM sticks, etc., we're going to sell those as brand new, as surplus inventory on ZTT Outlet as well. We basically are just trying to create a foundation, like a tool for our business, so we can get rid of whatever we want to get rid of super quickly. No warranties, you know, sales are final, you know, stuff like that. It's basically like a garage sale section of the website, just so we can offload parts. Free shipping. Yeah, free shipping as well. Everything on ZTT Outlet is going to be free shipping. But final sale. No support, no warranty, etc. Big dub. I mean, most casual people won't care about it at all, but the hardcore enthusiasts, especially the tech repair people, I mean, they're gonna love it. And that's tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. It depends on how my day goes. I'm the person that has to launch it. Everybody did all of the work for the website. I just have to physically click a couple buttons and whatnot. I already filmed the video for it. So if you're actually interested in ZTT Outlet, follow the videos, because we are going to launch a video alongside whenever it launches on the website. we have a dedicated video that's already filmed that will be the announcement of ZTT outlet launching. So just stay tuned for that. Whenever that video goes live is when I'll make it live on the website. I think it's going to be tomorrow. It could be the weekend. I'm not sure. The greatest technician that's ever lived will love this. Yeah. People like him, you'll be able to make a killer profit off of ZTT outlet. What if the surplus inventory arrives broken? Good question. We have an answer for that. I can't remember off the top of my head what we decided though. It'll be on the website. I think the surplus inventory does not get support, and the prices will be cheap accordingly. I think that's the solution we came up with. It's a really good question. I can't remember. I'm just coming back from vacation, so like I'm just getting spun up on or getting caught up on everything. These discussions were a couple weeks ago. I can't remember. But the website will have all the info you need. How was the vacation? It was good. We were in Houston for like 10 days, which again is where all of my wife's family is. So, I mean, we kept it moving, man. Like we didn't have any downtime. I think there was one afternoon out of the 10 days where we kind of just chilled with her parents for a little bit. Every day, like our schedule was jam-packed. We went to like Dig World. My kids were driving excavators, which was so cool. We went to NASA. You know, we went to a bunch of restaurants. We went to all families' house, everyone's house. A lot of people had pools. You know, I mean, we kept that thing we kept that schedule moving, man. It was a pure parenting vacation. I did not get a lot of work in at all. Yeah, good beer, lots of good beer, lots of Carbach, which is why I'm rocking the Carbach glass right now. I've had this glass for a while, but Carbach's like the big brewery down there. We went to Carbach like 8 years ago when it was small. Now Carbach's everywhere. But yeah, it was a good vacation. Did you get a lot of dad jokes in at least? No, because my wife's entire family speaks Spanish. So I'm pretty like quiet and reserved down in Houston. Like I can understand a lot of, or I can understand a good bit of what they're saying. Most of them will speak English to me, but their first language is Spanish. So like English dad jokes, they probably don't hit the spot in the Spanish family too well. I did not roll with the dad jokes, and I typically do not when we go down there. Was the temperature nice? No, the weather in Houston's awful. It's like 95 to 100 every day. It's awful. Shadow Bolt's already sold out? Is it really? No way. No, it's not. No, we still got those two left. Yeah, we got 2 Shadow Bolts on there if you want one. Shadow Bolt sells very quickly. Why haven't you learned Spanish? Now that we're a year away from moving, there's a chance that I kick it up a notch. The reason why I haven't is A, I am a dad and a business owner. Just straight up honest, it hasn't been a high enough priority. I would love if I can snap my fingers to learn Spanish and I just do it. That'd be great. I'm a busy guy, man. I got a lot of things going on. But number 2 is I took a lot of Spanish in school. So like I have a great foundation of Espanol. Like when they're talking, I can understand a lot of what they're saying. And that has like got me enough that like the motivation for like actually learning it is pretty low. It's honestly made things worse. But how did you meet Mrs. ZTT? We were both in the Air Force and we were stationed in Japan. We actually met in the like welcome to the base class. Like for all the new people that show up to every base in the Air Force, you always go through like a little orientation class of the base, and we met there. And then we got married while we were well, we got married in Hawaii, but we were still stationed in Japan. What will happen when you move? We got to move everything, man. We're going to move the business, ZTT HQ. There's probably going to be a little time period where I live in Houston and ZTT HQ is still in Pittsburgh. We don't know. We might go the reverse way. We might decide to move ZTT HQ first and get a couple employees stationed down there and keep things moving before the family gets there. We don't know. We don't know yet. Are you moving into a bigger and better house? Yeah, definitely. The house that we're in now, I mean, I like my house, don't get me wrong. But this is a significant downsize of a house from every other house. This was our house where we not only went from 2 incomes when we were both in the Air Force to 1, because my wife got out of the military to take care of the boys for a couple years, and this is also the house where I quit my job as well. So we went from 2 jobs to 0 jobs, and then went all in on ZTT. So we needed a house that was not big and a low mortgage, just so we were safe going all in on ZTT. You know, now that we're a little bit more stable, we will definitely be getting something bigger than what we have now. Will ZTT now ship to Canada? No. No. At some point, maybe, but not when we move to Houston. It's actually farther. Why is Lamar better than the Steelers? I mean, if you actually watch AFC North football, Lamar is actually very bad against the Steelers. We get lucky a lot. Lamar does not torch the Steelers. Typically. He actually plays some of his worst football against the Steelers. My boyfriend has been in a mental hospital for 280 days now. It's been hard for me, and I would like to say thank you for making content that genuinely puts a smile on a face during my lowest moments, helping me learn about a passion I truly care about. Keep going, man. Thank you. Glad to hear that, man. Or, wait, no. Goosey? Glad to hear that. Hope things turn around for you. Big Texas, small taxes. Yeah, no income tax in Texas. That'll be nice. That'll be really nice, actually. I mean, state taxes aren't like that big of a deal. I mean, that's a lot of money, but it's not that big of a deal. No state income taxes. But, I mean, that's not why we're moving. Is ZTT Outlet where I buy a PC? No. No, ZTTbuilds.com is live. No, I mean, our normal website, ZTTbuilds.com, is right here. That's with these PCs. And if you want to build your own PC, which is what I genuinely recommend you build a PC more than buying a pre-built. But if you want to buy a pre-built, you can buy them from us. But if you want to build a PC yourself, go to ZTTbuildhelp.com. And this is a bunch of resources that I use on a daily basis, legit daily basis. Such as the GPU comparison charts, super useful right here, all totally free. The PSU tier list is on ZTTBuildHelp.com. This is the new and improved, super elaborate PSU tier list. All sorts of resources, all on the website. ZTT Outlet is just a place where we can sell extra parts that we have. 8.25% sales tax in Texas. Oh, is it really? I never actually looked at that. That's a little bit more than PA. A little bit more. Will you be a Cowboys fan? No. No, my wife is a huge Texans fan though. But no, I'm a Steelers fan for life. And I'm hoping my kids will be too. When do you plan on making the sleeper build? Oh man. Silverstone just came out with a sleeper build case at Computex. I have a video coming out tomorrow or the next day about it. I really want to, man. I got the itch for it after doing this for the GPU. I'm like, this is kind of a fun little modding project, painting and tearing apart the GPU. I was like, the itch for the sleeper PC it's here, man. I don't think it'll be too much longer. Scarf with the 300 biddy says, have moved on to something dill pickle sour beer. Ugh. I'm not a big fan of sour beers, much less dill pickle flavor. But best of luck with that. Assassin King with the tier 1. Stooge with the 3-month. What has you most pumped from news at Computex? That Silverstone case that I just said is really cool. I don't think anything else. Nothing. I mean, I made several videos, including today. Nothing else was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah, I think this is a pretty boring Computex. Zach is a motivating person. Hopefully my beer drinking isn't inspiring you to drink beer. It's the V2 case, right? Yeah. Yeah, Silverstone has a FLP01. I don't think you can buy them anymore. They just announced and showcased the FLP02, which is their second sleeper build case at Computex. It doesn't launch until Q3 or Q4 though. You don't get heartburn from drinking beer this late? No, I don't think I've ever had heartburn in my life. Thankfully. I do get headaches. I get a headache just looking at beer, but this is a 36 ounce water. This is my 4th one since I got home at 5. So I've been, I mean, that's a gallon of water right there, or almost a gallon. I drink at least 10 of these every single day. I drink a ton of water, electrolytes. I've had 2 hydration drinks in the last 4 hours. I do everything I can to avoid that headache in the morning, because I gotta lift arms in the morning. I got shoulder and arm day tomorrow. Today was leg day. Is the stream almost over? Yeah, I mean, we're just chilling. Last sip of beer. Just chilling for a bit before I go to bed. As a 14-year-old, I'm building my mom a custom RTX 5080 PC for her new interior design job. I'm excited because it's my 6th build and my first RTX one. Very nice, man. That's very cool. What's your forearm workout? I don't lift a lot for forearms. I'll do like hammer strength, or not hammer strength, hammer grip curls, which is still a lot of bicep, but it does work your forearm a little bit. Sometimes I'll do it with a rope, like rope bicep curls. I think that's sometimes I'll do reverse easy curl bars. Sometimes I don't target forearms a lot. I do think that I don't have a lot of good genetics, Forearms, I've always thought I have some decent genetics for. My dad had massive forearms. Like my dad did not lift weights or anything, but he had like that farmer grip strength, you know. I feel like forearms are on my side in terms of genetics. Very few genetic advantages on my body in terms of muscle growth, but forearms might be one of them. How tall are you? I'm 6'3". It was due to them old beefy PC component. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone's dad has good forearms. Like, doesn't everyone's dad have good grip strength? I feel like that's just a dad thing, an older dad thing. When you've been a dad for a while, I feel like you just... It's one of the muscles that just might, yeah. Zach's fit turf when? I gotta get a little bit more shredded. I mean, I've been posting some summer shredding progress photos. I don't know if I want to bust them out now. You guys gotta pay for that. But I post on my IG stories some fitness stuff. I mean, I post my workout on IG every day. My dad has construction arms and hands. They were like rock and sandpaper, yeah. What split do you run? It's a 4-day lifting routine. It's a push, pull, legs, arms. But on arm day, I also add whatever my weak point is, which for me is shoulders, I would consider, or something that I want to improve. So push, pull, legs, shoulders, and arms. And then I take a day off and then do the whole thing over again. If Canada becomes the 51st state, will you ship there? If I don't have to pay import fees, then yes. I don't have anything against Canada. I love Canadian whiskey. But when you ship there, the last time I shipped a PC to Canada, I had to not only pay $150. Keep in mind, I live in Pittsburgh, which is very close to Canada. We're like we're like an hour bird trip away from Canada. It's not far at all. I had to pay $150 just to ship it. And then you got to pay 25% of the value of whatever your shipping is as like the import fee. This is pre-tariff world. 25% of the value. So I tried to give one of my moderators a PC that lived in Canada. I just spent like $600 to ship it. Like, dude, I'm not doing that again. No way. No way. It's ridiculous. Drinking Crown as we speak. Good call. It's a good choice. Did you study any business major or go to any schooling to start your PC business? No official business class. Like, I mean, I have 2 associate's degrees, not bachelor's, 2 associate's degrees that I earned from taking classes and in the Air Force. Not a single class was business, but I almost exclusively watch business videos on YouTube. Like, my YouTube algorithm is all business content creators. That is almost everything. Right now, I've been watching a lot of retro gaming videos. Top 3, business for sure, fitness, and retro gaming. So, I mean, I consume a lot of, and have over the last decade, a lot of business content, but I've never taken any school or anything for it. You ever want to make a video game? I think everybody in this chat has probably had a phase where they want to create a video game, right? Am I wrong? I feel like us The people that are probably still watching on the Thirsty Thursday after hours Q&A. I feel like we're the type of people that have always, or at some point has probably wanted to create a game, but just haven't. It would be fun. I have done programming before. Game development would be fun. Did you see the new low profile 5060? I did. I didn't know how to make a video about it though. I read the article. Some people actually linked it to me because they know I love low profile cards, but I didn't know like how to make a video about it. Like the 4060 LP was great. Here's a 5060, which is probably like 3% better. Like, who cares? You know, I love low profile cards. I couldn't think of an interesting spin on how to make content about the LP 5060. Are you looking forward to the 9060 XT? Yeah, that video is going live tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. There might be one in my house right now, actually. I'm not sure if it... I know it either came today or it's coming tomorrow. One of the companies is sending us a 9060 XT ahead of time. I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited to see how it compares to a 5060 Ti. You know, no excitement outside of that. I'm just genuinely interested to see how it does, but I hope it's in stock. Can you show us legally? No, definitely not. That's under major embargo. No, every time we get a GPU that's sent ahead of time, we have to sign an embargo saying that we won't show anything. A ZTT outlet not out yet? No. I was explaining earlier. I think it's going to go live tomorrow. That's my goal. The tax sheet tomorrow is pretty bad. We're definitely going to launch another limited edition build tomorrow. If I can, I'm also going to launch ZTT outlet tomorrow. Are you surprised with all the backlash that Nvidia is getting right now? No. Surprised? I feel like I don't know how to say this without sounding like a douche. I feel like ZTT content has been like one of the... Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm incorrect on this. I feel like I've been covering a lot of the Nvidia nonsense, like more than most people. Is that true? I feel like a lot, like I feel like a lot of people know about the Nvidia nonsense because of ZTT. So no, I mean, I've been tracking it this whole time. I'm not surprised at any of it, right? Ads, terrible time for ads. Just trying to get some info from you guys. Do I watch hockey? No. I wouldn't say more than most, but everyone has been in an uproar. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're at the point now where nobody is talking highly of Nvidia. That's very true. Nobody is defending, or no major content creators defending Nvidia at this point now. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I feel like I've been hating on Nvidia for several months now. Who is the current UFC fighter that you like? My favorite is Yuri Prohaska. I like the baddie. Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god, his name just slipped my mind. Patty the baddie. I really like Patty the baddie. Dustin Poirier. He's got one more fight left. Fan of him. Yeah, those guys. Topuria? No, Topuria is way too cringe for me. No way. Yeah, I don't really know much about Topuria other than what people say about him on Reddit, to be fair, so my opinions are probably not 100% accurate or my own. But from what I've seen about Topuria, he looks too cringe for me. Max and Oliveira. I like Oliveira for sure. I mean, I like Max too. Yeah, I like them. I like Oliveira a lot. He's fun to watch. So is Max, though. Honestly, they're the same for me. They're up there. Big Papa Z. Dude, there's the Big Papa Z. Let's go. Looking to get the smallest case that will fit a full ATX motherboard? What would be your suggestion? Oh, man. Not a single case comes to mind. I have never purchased an ATX case with the goal of it being small. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Yeah. I'm thinking of like some Sama ATX cases maybe, but I wouldn't be able to rattle off the name. Buying an ATX case for it to be small is not, that's not on my mind, unfortunately. But I like the Big Papa Z, man. Thank you. Zin with the Twitch Prime sub. Egg, Twitch Prime. Do Steelers fans hate the Browns as much as we hate the Steelers? Ooh, good question. I don't know, but I doubt it. I significantly hate the Bengals and the Ravens more than the Browns. I mean, I hate the Eagles and the Cowboys more than the Browns as well. So yeah, probably not. Yeah. When the whole Myles Garrett thing happened several years ago, that was my absolute peak of hating the Browns, obviously. But no, I would imagine that Browns fans hate the Steelers more than we hate the Browns. Bengals are definitely my all-time, maybe not all-time, but currently all-time most hated team by far. Like, I will never forgive Pac-Man Jones and Perfect from ruining the Triple B's season in the playoffs, where they, in one playoff game, they hurt from illegal hits Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, and Antonio Brown. And I'm pretty sure that's the game that made Antonio Brown how he is today. I'm pretty sure that's the CTE, which is like crazy to think about. That one game, I think, is that's what turned Antonio Brown's life around, which is crazy. Like, Steelers could have went to the Super Bowl that year. But the Bengals just, they were such a dirty team. Such a dirty team. It was disgusting to watch. Pac-Man Jones and Perfect, oh my God. I'll never forgive them for that. No, if they called me right now and asked for a custom gaming PC, no way. No way. I'd hang up. Or I'd maybe put a 5090 and not plug in the 12 volt. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. I'll never forgive him for that, though. Cade with the 500 biddy says, do you think a 5900X and an Astral 5080 is a pretty bad bottleneck or pretty balanced? Also been sub for a while on YouTube. Love the content. Learned a lot. That seems like an that's more than likely an unbalanced system. I wouldn't target that. If you have it temporarily and then eventually upgrade to AM5, that'd be fine. Like, you could do that for a bit. I definitely would not build a PC right now with those specs. Do you watch soccer? No. I only watch football, UFC, Formula 1, and basketball. NBA. I don't watch any other sport. That's it. I mean, I've loved sports my entire life. I can watch any sport. World Cup, I'll watch soccer then, you know. But those are the only 4 sports that I follow. What's the strangest place someone won a PC from? I wouldn't consider it strange, but somebody won from New Zealand and actually paid for the shipping. They did a relay company. So like I shipped it to somebody in the a company in the United States, and then they paid for the shipping, so I didn't even see how much it was. But somebody from New Zealand paid for it. Do you think that Tua could get to the AB level? I mean, I think anybody can, man. All it takes is one hit. I mean, Antonio Brown was not like a super concussed guy. Like, what a lot of people don't remember, and what a lot of young people don't even know, is that before Antonio Brown went crazy, what did you... here you go. Let's see if anybody else remembers this. What was Antonio Brown known for off the field before going crazy, before getting CTE? What was he known for? Anybody? Can anybody get that? You got to be a pretty big Steelers fan, I would guess, to know this. What was he known for? Nothing? No. Before he went crazy. Kicking a person in the face, that was good. I'm talking about off the field. Off the field. What was he known for? Yeah, nobody really knows. He was known for workout videos and hard work. Like, before he went crazy, his entire, like, IG profile was nothing but workout videos. He was, every single piece of content, every single piece of content that he posted was, like, what he's doing in the gym that day. It was all, like, really good stuff. Like, a lot of us looked up to Antonio Brown before going crazy. One hit, man. It's wild. It's so scary, too. It's so scary. He was, like, everyone looked at every, like, diehard Steelers fan that, like, was... Most people don't follow IG accounts of NFL players unless if you're a fan. It was nothing but, like, good workout videos. Like, he had a really good work ethic. He was a boss, man. Crazy. Such a shame. His Twitter account is awesome. That's not his Twitter account. I read from multiple places that he doesn't own his Twitter account. I think he sold it. Definitely could be wrong, but I've read from multiple stories that he does not own that Twitter account, because that Twitter account, that Antonio Brown Twitter account, is very unhinged. Not that he's not unhinged, but I don't think that's him. Big Papa Zach, my PC has a 4060 Ti and a 8400F. Is that decent for a high school student? Yeah. Way better than I had in high school, man. Way better. His first 6 seasons was still one of the greatest. Top 5 wide receivers in terms of talent. Oh, yeah, easily. I'm still mad about it to this day, because one of Antonio Brown's peak seasons was when I was deployed to Afghanistan, and I was deployed from September, start of football season, to like March after the Super Bowl. So I missed the entire football season, and like I would try to catch up on Steelers games, but I mean, we work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, like very minimal time off when you're deployed. But I remember just like constantly looking at like the scrolling ESPN, like the bars at the bottom, and Antonio Brown was #1 in receiving yards every single week. And I would like catch a couple highlights, and like at this point in time, this was 2014 to 2015, Ben wasn't even aiming. He was just throwing the ball up in a remote area around AB, and he would come down with it. I mean, it was ridiculous. But I didn't watch almost that entire season. Like the games play by play. Like when I'm at home, like right now, like I don't miss a single play of the Steelers. I'm dialed in as much as possible. But I missed that almost that entire season, and that was one of his best ones. Qualsack with the 300 biddies. Hey Zach, I just bought a 4700G ITX build to make 5700G to make a Steam OS PC for my living room. What graphics card would you recommend? Depends on how much you want to spend, man. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, just like a used 3070. Oh. A used 3070 or a 6700 XT would be really good value. Scarfo with the 10 tier 1. Dude, I was about to sign off, man. Thank you very much. 10 tier 1 gifted subs. Let's go. Wow. That woke, I mean, I'm still exhausted, but that woke me up, man. Appreciate that, Scarfo. Let's go. I actually met Scarfo in real life, guys. This isn't some, I mean, he's still kind of random. But it's not a completely random dude. I met and had a good conversation with Scarfo in real life. Pretty cool. I was at when I was in Houston, I was at my 10-year-old nephew's birthday party. This is a 10-year-old nephew birthday party. Just painting the picture here. And somebody came up and asked to take a photo with me. It was like one of those times where it's like, I am very grateful for it, but it was, I wouldn't say it was embarrassing, but like it was more attention on me than I wanted at my 10-year-old nephew's birthday party. But I'm still grateful for it. It was still good. After the whole shortages, do you ever plan to make a walk-in store? When we get our new ZTT HQ in Houston, we're not going to open with a store for sure, but I will be thinking about it. I will be thinking about like getting a place with a layout that allows me to do that if I want to. Like Toasty Bros has a really good setup. I haven't been there, but like from the videos I've seen, I'm pretty sure that they have like a huge office space and warehouse, like all behind a very small front storefront. I think it's all one full unit that you can walk the whole way through, I think. Like that would be cool. But not anytime soon. Still blazing with the tier 1 sub, thank you. How's your day? It was a good day, man. Busy day. Did normal dad life in the morning before they went to school. Then my wife and I went to the gym and did leg day, hour legs, half-hour cardio on the Stairmaster, and then we did our contrast therapy today. 20 minutes of sauna and then cold plunge. Did a 4-minute cold plunge today, which felt amazing per usual. And then worked on ZTT for like 5 hours or so. Filmed some videos, caught up with the employees. Just normal business owner tasks and whatnot. And then it was movie night here at home. We watched The Lion King. I also did the dishes during movie night. And then Thirsty Thursday. That was the whole day. What do you think of DK Metcalf? Oh, I'm a big Metcalf fan now, man. Huge Metcalf fan. Titan with a 300 biddy says, how about you talk about the Steelers who had no chance at playoffs and hurt Palmer? Yeah, that was a rough one. And hurt Palmer and ruin the Bengals' chance at the Super Bowl. That's 100% valid. 100% valid. Yep. Who was it? Was it Casey Hampton? Who said that? Titan? You don't need to donate. I'll look for your message. Was it Hampton? It was somebody heavy that fell down on Carson Palmer's knee and tore his ACL. It was somebody heavy. It was a big D-line guy. Yeah, that Bengals fans but that wasn't dirty. That wasn't dirty. It was a rough fall at the very wrong angle. Was it Von Ohlhoffen? Wow, I haven't heard that name in a decade. Was that him? I thought it was somebody else. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you would know. 2005? Yeah, oh my God. I haven't said that name out loud in probably 20 years. Yeah. I thought it was Hampton for some reason. Yeah, no, Bengals fans can definitely be upset about that. But as far as I remember, it wasn't a dirty play. He just fell. I mean, he fell. I remember the clip, or I remember watching it live. He fell right on it. It was all of his body weight. I don't think it was dirty. But I have only ever watched Steelers games from a very biased, delusional fan point of view. So maybe it was dirty and I missed it. I don't know. Okay, I gotta go, guys. It is 12 o'clock, midnight. We've been streaming for almost 4 hours. The $600 Ryzen 5 5600, 32 gigs of DDR5, custom painted RTX 3070, and the Okanos Mirage 4 build is complete. Very, very smooth build. I don't think we had a single issue with this. Everything was very smoothly done, so very happy about that. I am making a dedicated YouTube video about this. There's one video that's going to go live before this one, which is a pure performance build guide, actually. And then we're going to upload this one in a couple of weeks. Tomorrow, like I said, we are definitely launching a new limited edition PC on zttbuilds.com, if you're into the pre-builds. We're also hopefully launching ZTT Outlet, which is another page on the website where we sell broken parts and surplus inventory. And then we're not going to have like a drop cycle. We're just going to put stuff on there whenever we have it. So PC super nerds that can repair GPUs and whatnot are going to absolutely love that. And then, yeah, more Computex videos coming out tomorrow and the next day. I made 2 videos today about this whole GPU process, which I'm excited for you guys to watch that one, because this was my first ever GPU disassembly and full paint job. I've never done that before. So those videos hopefully will do well. And then, yeah, I'll be back for next Thursday for another live stream of Thirsty Thursday. Thank you guys very much. Huge financial support per usual. Thank you very much for your viewership. Shout out to the mods for keeping the chat locked down and whatnot. Really appreciate that. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you very much for supporting ZTT, helping me do what I love doing, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully you guys all have a good Friday, good rest of your weekend. Cheers to everybody that was drinking a couple beers or toasty drinks with me tonight. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for watching. See you guys.